Hello. Good afternoon. We are back. Redefault. And you've been doing some grinding, so what is it that you've been doing, man?
I'm getting everybody's job up to the max.
Which jobs have you done?
A lot. I'm not going to go through each one of them. It is night! It is night time! Where is this bitch?
What do you mean, where is this? What are you trying to do?
There was a few side quests that popped up. Oh, there we go. I had to step outside for a second.
Oh, you had to refresh the zone, did you?
Through! You wanted... I forgot. I haven't been reading what they want. It's just been like, go and get some bear asses.
It's side quest time. I don't need to read. Hi, Das. Hope you're having a good Sunday.
Thank you for the minuscule amount of money. And the gunshot of a stamp.
Quest completed.
Yeah, I've been grinding.
Mm-hmm. So I was surprised to find you on my computer this morning.
Yes.
So have you done like a lot of the ones that we want for each character, and now are you just in sort of like extra territory?
Yeah, pretty much. Just trying to... I've done like the...
Damn, Adele looks good as a bard. Wielding an axe. Very nice dress on her.
Peacocky.
Yeah, it's got some like purples in there as well. Very nice.
I think Elvis as a white mage is probably like the last decent job to do because it gets the overheal.
Overhealing is a great skill to have in people.
And then other than that, I think all the rest of them are literally just crap. It's one of them of like, we'll put them there if we have a fight with a boss and it's like, oh shit, we need just 4 black mages, then we can always put
we go up against the boss and it's like, congratulations, they counter every single physical attack, and it's like, oh, this is going to be ass. Magic it is.
She needs 5 jobs to complete, so she needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's that done.
Damn.
So, yeah. So she's kind of getting there.
Yeah, and Gloria, that's pretty cool.
Now she's a maid. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool armor.
Very nice.
Is that very... You know what? They did it nice because it's not boob plate.
Shame.
She has space, but it's not boob plate. Looks nice. That's a nice dress.
She needs a red mage, the rest of thief, the rest of bard, and salvman. Everyone's got about sort of 3 or 4 left to do.
Okay.
So getting there.
Right.
No. Equipment. That was it.
So I mean, if you want to keep leveling for a little bit, you can, or because everybody has been leveled up quite a bit, you could just set them up, and we can do some story.
Well, I can go and do this last side quest. So it means walking over to the red marker.
Mm-hmm.
If I can just quickly do this. We can talk about some stuff.
Yes.
Defang.
Defang. What?
Yeah, I put the blue nearly fell off the chair. I was in the reclined position.
I don't go for that in my office chair. I like reclining when it's like, you know, relaxing on a sofa or something. When I'm sat on my computer, I don't suddenly want to go, ah!
Kill the tortoise!
A demand tortoise.
I also got everyone maxed out on Ranger, so they now have counter savvy. So they don't get countered, so you don't have to be afraid of Minotaurs.
Yay!
Just beat the hell out of Minotaurs.
That's a useful skill. We've got a lot of like useful skills that are useful than like just the leveling concept. Just like you may not use them in a fight, but they're useful if you're trying to grind stuff.
Yeah, which is nice if we get a new class, which we will do throughout the game, new jobs, then we can just get them up to 12 pretty fast, because it doesn't take too long when you
I
grind
wonder if
like
I can
this.
see like just a number of how many. Actually, I should probably ask chat to do this so I don't get spoiled. But just give me a number on how many classes there are. And I need to know like which classes are left, because that's a nice thing to look forward to. But I'm just curious, like what the number of classes in this game is.
11-6.
Like, do you think that we're gonna have two full rows maybe on the book with the bookmarks? I'm curious. Might also be an indicator of how much of the game we have left.
Yeah. I'll come back and say we've got like 50 or something.
We're gonna be like, ah, shit, this is a huge game.
If it is a really big game, I think we had talked of putting a pause if we reach a halfway mark.
Yeah.
Just so we
Obviously,
can do
there's
some other stuff.
No way of knowing. You know, been playing this game for like 4 or 5 months at this point.
I'm sure Frog, when we last spoke, said there was like 9 chapters or something. We're on 2.
I think we're on chapter 2, are we?
Or was it 4 we're on?
Might be 4. I might say on the save screen what chapter we're on.
I think it might be 4 actually. Yeah, get through enemies, grinding pretty good. I found out a good area to grind actually is the desert, because it has them birds, them little birds. I've
Yeah.
killed them.
Oh, you actually killed one, the little wiki things.
Yeah, I got like 137 job points from it.
Ah, that's probably the point of them.
Yeah.
They're hard to kill, but if you do, you get a lot off them. Little bird guys.
I don't know where I'm going.
I sure know where I've been.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep, it's one of those places. It's one of those. Gets you all twisted round on purpose.
I found a few chests along the way as well with like an ancient bow and stuff in them. I thought that was quite appropriate for me.
It's nice. Stuff that just gets missed. Especially in the areas where there's like these optional dungeons where it's like the story never makes you go in them.
Hmm. We did have to go here. This was the last
This one,
was
yeah, this one was a story one, but there was one back on the in the sort of like plains area you just came from. That was an optional one that we just never went in.
I found there's a cave in the ice area that actually had monsters that gunned it towards me, and they were kind of tough. I still beat them with just this spam strategy, but I wouldn't
That's
say it was
interesting.
done well. Like, I definitely took damage.
Yeah, it was like, because, just because of over leveling, a lot of monsters tend to run away from us now. So that must have been quite a change if they ran towards you.
Yeah, because I am technically, well, yeah, we are over leveled.
You're well over leveled because you've got character level, sorry, and job level, which are different.
Annoyingly, one of them was a spider. So there is another coloured spider.
JRPGs and their bloody spiders.
Spiders!
Not even JRPGs, just RPGs. What?
Is that just a rock?
That's a stump. It's a tree
Oh,
stump.
it's a tree stump. I couldn't
Tree
see the dark underneath it. I was like, what the hell am I looking at?
Yeah, bloody RPGs in there. Let's put spiders in the game.
Spiders? You like spiders?
No, we don't.
Have it. All over.
Big tree.
Skipping through. Chase you down! Do not run from me! So Gloria, already halfway through a job. Just in the time we've been talking crap,
Yeah,
so it does go up fast.
The JP up skills are actually quite strong.
Yeah, and like I said the last time, having job levels as opposed to just character levels is very good for trying out things because it doesn't take long to level up a job,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
It doesn't now, yeah. I remember at the start of the game seeing that JP up was like the last skill for freelancer, and I was like, that's kind of neat. And then, because we couldn't find a class for Adele, I was like, well, let's just maximize her freelancer. And then suddenly it was like, oh no, this is actually the strat. You want to get JP up as quickly as possible.
Come here, wizard boy!
No.
You're gonna stick that broom up your ass. Oh, you ruined my ex. I can't see, so we're going to go across the sideways bridge.
Sideways bridge.
I'm going to kill this Schwahogan.
I don't know if that one is the Swagin. Because that was
Very
the
well.
Dagons.
Wonderful.
Can't savvy.
Yes!
I've been making the grind very easy for myself.
Yes! It's
So I
just,
think it's an enemy we got to kill. This one is. Hello, Minotaur. We don't care about you anymore. You're not terrifying.
Hands on deck.
Nice.
fantastic.
Good at it.
Was a piece of cake.
Playing this has rekindled an
Oh,
urge.
you did it. Defeat Aka Oni.
Oh, is that it?
It was the Oni that was with the Insolent.
We'll go to that crappy little village that's down the side and we'll just fast travel just to clear that out. You happy with me to keep grinding if you got some... Oh, we got to defeat 2 Yetis as well. There's more stuff to do.
The icon is just for the area,
Right.
not for a specific particular encounter.
So it's definitely rekindled a desire to make a tactics game. As it normally does with these things.
These kind of things, yeah, because you basically spend the entire time playing through them, and then once you get used to the system, you immediately start thinking, how can I make this better?
Yeah.
Is your like natural response to a lot of things. How can I make this better? Beat polar bears.
Thank you.
Willem!
Bah!
He's just been there helping you as well.
It's bah! What a bear's at? Are you a bear?
I don't think it is.
He's got the growl of a jaguar.
Very well. We must not
No Willem plushies, Sag.
That'll do nicely.
He's almost there at White Mage, he's only got one left. I don't think the polar bears are in the trees. They're in the open areas.
Very useful is the
That
counter
is an
stab.
incredibly useful skill.
The only damage that Gloria has taken is that she changed jobs and I couldn't be asked to heal her.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've changed jobs, so my health has now gone down. Because that makes sense. You! Yeah, I really want to play a tactics type game. There's no bears here.
I mean, it's probably just because they're not my kind of games, so they don't get recommended to me, but I very rarely see them.
Yeah.
I very rarely see them. So it's not even like I can be like, oh, look at this one. I have to go hunting for them. When you say you want to have a tactics game.
I think the main problem is that when they make a tactics game, because
Bear.
ooh,
Bah!
because like the mechanics are the bit that draw me to them, but I think more of them try to focus on, well, we need a good story to go along with this, because people aren't just going to play a game where you just play tactically. It's like, no, chess has existed for thousands of years.
Yeah.
People will play a game if the mechanics are good. Please just give me a really good game where
Yeah.
the difficulty just ramps. That's all I need. I don't need a good story. I don't need Romeo
Yeah.
chasing Juliet.
Spook does not need story.
I don't need Odysseus showing us how boats work. Just give me
No,
a game.
that was actually kind of correct.
Just show me a game with has great mechanics and lets me, customize stuff and make a party and name them all and
that's
stuff.
why you got annoyed. We got annoyed at the concept of that Digimon game,
Yeah.
Digimon Story, because when we saw the trailer for it, we went, "Holy shit, a Digimon Tactics game!" And then when the reviews came out, they were like, "Oh, it's 50% tactics, 50% visual novel." And Spook went, "Fuck,
Yeah.
that's shit. I don't want to play a visual novel."
Visual novels are not normally my go-to thing.
It's like,
Phoenix
I-
Wright did it well because it's like visual novel, but you have to pay attention.
Yeah, but it's a puzzle game. You have to
Yeah.
pay attention to what people say.
you
but
can't just
yeah.
like click through and just have people going, "Oh, I am sad today because things," and you're like, "I don't care. I got my own problems. I'm trying to play a game to get away from that." It's like, right, a murder has happened, and you must prove
Yeah, you
the
gotta work
innocence.
it
And it's
out.
like,
But
oh
yeah,
shit, I gotta focus.
You wanted the Digimon Tactics game, and you would basically, press the skip cutscene button through 50% of the game, because
Yeah.
that was literally what the reviews are of, like, oh, it's very sort of like half and half of like the tactics fights and visual novel of like, you have to talk to people and make dialogue options. You can't just skip the cutscene. It's like, you press skip and you just go to the next option of yes or no, and you're like, well, I don't know whether yes or no. I don't know what you said because I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
So you were just like, ah,
Digimon's got such a good format for it as well because you can go up and down the trees of the Digimon's evolution trees. That to me seems because then it's like, well, low level missions will always be relevant throughout the game because you'll be dropping down. Yeah, you'll be better suited to them if it follows the formula of Dusk and was it Dusk and
Dusk and Dawn.
Dusk and Dawn.
Dusk
yeah.
and Dawn were great.
Mechanically, those games were great.
Yeah, I really
Apart
like Dusk and
from
Dawn.
the dungeons were a bit repetitive and jank, but
Some of the dungeons were repetitive, but some of them were also very confusing.
yes,
The
they were
layout
designed
of
to
the
be-
layout of some of them were very infuriating sometimes.
It's because they also did the whole like teleporting whirlpool thing, didn't they?
Yeah,
Of,
in
like,
the swamp.
you
You were thinking of the same dungeon I was, the swamp.
know, like if you go through this one, it takes you to somewhere here, but if you go back through the same teleporter, it doesn't take you to where you just were.
It takes you
so you've
somewhere
got to
else.
remember when I get to this bit, don't go in that portal because it's the wrong one.
Yeah,
And,
that swamp
yeah.
was very confusing. But the game itself was good.
Oh yeah, I
And
love
again,
the
it
Digimon
had
element.
like a story. But it's
Yeah.
probably not going to win any awards for it. Like I vaguely remember how the story goes, but that's because I actually replayed it recently because the pair of us got it on our phones.
Yes.
We found an emulator and were playing through it because we both were like, oh shit, Digimon. Apparently there's a new Digimon game in the works.
How are you alive? Stop being alive.
Have you guys had a nice day of egg? We have in fact received egg.
Egg has been had.
We have received egg.
Happy cross day. Right, where's this little town? It is here.
Jesus returned on the day of 420. It is. Happy 420. If you're American. Hippie Stoner confirmed. Not only that, I think it's a full moon tonight, so it's Hippie Stoner werewolf. Yeah, I think I looked this up before. Digimon. I'm just gonna search Digimon because Digimon has like subcategories in its games. Which, funnily enough, Pokemon has only sort of just started to do, in that there's Pokemon, and then there was the Mystery Dungeon games, of which there were several, and now we're starting to get the Legends games, because there's now 2 of them. Let's go with that. There's a Digimon manga, I actually read that at one point.
Let's go to Germaline.
Digimon video games.
Are there any side quests in here now that we've returned?
Role-playing games. Digimon. Oh, did you ever play Digimon World Championship? That was a different one. That was on the DS. A little bit different.
I think it's one of them where I loaded it up at one point, but no, I don't think I actually properly played it.
That was a different one. If anything, if anything, that one is kind of like the inspiration for the digital Tamer games that we got. That those like ones that Dragon Rock guy made.
Yes.
They were inspired by that one.
Right.
And so there was, the very sort of like pixel art style on the DS, so you drag and drop, and you would drag and drop them into the different training areas to be like, train this stat, and it had a calendar, and the days would tick over, and it was literally like you have to train for the tournament that is on this day, kind of thing. Well, it wasn't bad, so you can fire it up on the DS because I have a copy of it.
I think the thing that always wound me up with the Digimon games is you might find. Oh, this is you.
Yeah, it's
right.
the Tamer girl.
I was like,
Bernie.
Sanders?
It's okay, Bernie. Don't be scared.
Oh my god, it's Annihilate.
Sorry. They've been really nervy lately.
Why? Has something happened?
Tell us
There's a
backstory.
sandworm somewhere
Some
nearby.
douchebag keeps going out into the world and killing her kind.
It was a sandworm that attacked me when I first met Bernard, when he saved me.
Bernard.
I know who Bernard is, just the way she says it.
Thanks.
Oh, I remember who Bernard was. Don't you worry.
He gave us one of the coolest villains, but one of the crappiest jobs.
I know, right? As a villain, he was actually kind of cool, and then we got the job, and we were like, Thief's kind of shit.
Well, if you're
I
sure.
don't think Thief would have been too bad if it was given to you right at the start. One of the starting jobs, because like at the start being able to steal like
Items
Phoenix
is
Downs or
useful,
potions
yeah.
could have been real useful, but when it's like later in the game, it's like who cares? Ooh, Sands of Time to prevent stop. Defeat the Sandworm.
That's Sandworm.
Do that.
So yeah, so we've got the Digimon World series, which obviously, the original Digimon World on the PlayStation, obviously me and Das both love a lot, which had 1, 2, and 3, I believe. Digimon World 2.
You get a rock
Digimon World
tortoise
3.
shell.
There was a Digimon World 4, apparently. I didn't actually know that.
Yeah,
Digimon World Data Squad.
I liked the Digimon games, but they... Oh, wait, have I finished one
It was-
already?
Huh?
Oh, it's in here.
Oh.
Oh.
That was in the sky,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So Digimon World 4, there was Digimon World Championship, the one I just talked about. Digimon World Redigitize. Digimon World Redigitize Decode, which says an enhancement, so there's an Digimon World Next Order, which was the one we played on stream. And then the second section is the Digimon Story series. So Digimon World games are functionally different from Digimon Story. That's how they sort of separate them out. And that's when we have Digimon Story, Dawn and Dusk, as well as just Digimon Story, the first one.
I think the problem that I had with a lot of Digimon games is that they try to mix in the mechanics of like an RPG, which I really like, but then they try to mix them in with sort of, I don't know whether you call it Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing or
The little
The
farming
Sims.
bit, yeah.
I don't mind the farm,
The little,
like where
the little
you have.
simulation.
Yeah, I don't mind the bit where it's like you have a farm to put the Digimon you're not using and they level up and stuff. I'm like, that's a much cooler version than the Pokemon PC. But it's when you're out and about and it's like, the Digimon needs a crap, find a toilet, and it's like, well, I want to go and kill shit. And it's like, you must find a toilet,
that's-
otherwise
yeah.
terrible things will happen.
That's the
It's like,
carryover from the
why?
old. Yeah, that's the carryover from when they were basically Tamagotchis.
yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah, which
get
is-
rid of that bit. That's the
yeah,
crap
which
bit.
Is, which is part of the, I think, more of the world thing where there's an aspect of having to actually like care for them.
Yeah,
Because
but-
even Championship is the same. Of like, it's not because they're like in a little, like in a like the mobile one. It's almost like they're in a little pen on your DS, and every
Yes.
once in a while you'll come back and it'll be like, I took a poop, and you're like, oh, I've got to sweep it up.
Yeah,
And then
we gotta kill this.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we actually have a quest to do one of the boss monsters.
All right, well, I guess we'll pause on the Digimon chat then because we actually need to try now.
You're gonna have to
So,
do
right.
all your loadouts for this.
Main
aren't
job was that. Do we want to try putting that as his off? Because Simba is the weakest of the party, right? Elvis has got his magic, which
Yeah.
is super good at taking enemies down,
Yep.
and he's got his bard stuff, which is good for debuffing. Gloria is
you? Oh, healer, really.
absolute boss healer.
Yeah.
She can heal people with just cure,
Yep.
which is ungodly. Adele obviously is our main DPS.
Main
She
DPS.
kills everything.
And he's just here.
Simba does good at tanking stuff, but it's no good when they hit everybody because he can't tank the whole thing. So he needs a kind of secondary thing to do. So do we give him
I mean,
Beastmaster?
Maybe Beastmaster, or maybe it is Paladin, because you even tried last time with Shieldmaster of like, oh well, let's have him Shieldmaster but not have him wield 2 shields, and it was even more shit.
Yeah.
So he does, if you want primary Shieldmaster, he does have to have 2 shields. But if you look at Paladin has Shield Bash.
Yeah, so we could
Shield
change
stun.
we could change it to Vanguard main and Shieldmaster secondary.
Yeah, that would probably
That
work
way you
better.
can. So should we give that?
Give
a
that a
shot?
try.
So we're gonna go. So we're not gonna have a secondary healer. That does look pretty dope on him, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a cool looking class.
Right, we're gonna go with that. Annoyingly, he does need to fully master Shield Master, but whatever. Right, Gloria, you want to be
White
White
Mage.
Mage, and I suppose we'll keep Beastmaster as second.
Beastmaster was a decent secondary for her, to be fair.
So, we've got Dragoon now.
Yes, we have Dragoon now.
We've not properly tried Dragoon.
No, we leveled everybody up in Dragoon and then didn't really use it because it was the end of the stream.
Yeah.
It's another DPS basically, isn't it? So it's like, how do you combo it with another DPS in a way?
Because giving it, see again, Red Mage, it's fucking pointless. Because if you're going to take magic, it's like, oh, I want a healer. Take the healing magic. It's like, okay, I get healing and a bit of offensive magic. It's like, yeah, you get a bit, but it's like you get all the weird ones. You're only going to use them if you want the weird ones.
Yeah, it's very basically, do you need these weird elements?
Yeah,
you know,
so-
you're going up against something where it's like, huzzah, I am immune to fire, ice, and lightning. And it's like, cool, so I've bought stone.
Hmm.
You are not immune to rock.
What do we think? Beastmaster secondary,
I
or
think
do we
so.
go with like Pictomancy?
I feel Beastmaster.
Because technically, it should be Bard, because Bard is about buffing your partner. So you'd have White Mage, Bard, and then you would have Black Mage, Pictomancer, because they would do damage and debuffs.
Yeah,
Technically speaking.
Pictomancer is the debuff class.
That is your main job. But we're going to stick him with Bard as sub-job, because that does work for him.
It did work well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Adele.
Adele. Right, so Adele, are we going to go for Berserker
Yeah.
Monk or...
Because now that she's got fully leveled Berserker, she has the passive that says 50% of the time
We get to
when
choose?
Berserk, you can still choose your abilities.
But does that mean we take Monk as the secondary, or are we going to try Dragoon?
What are Dragoon's abilities
So
again?
jump, we obviously know. Powerful attack on a single target. Sonic thrust, physical attack on all targets.
We are going, in this instance, we are going up against a single target.
Yeah. Lightning attack on one target. Powerful attack on an enemy that will heal an amount of the user and MP. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
We'll ignore passives for now because that's not going to be something they do in combat. Powerful attack that can penetrate a target's default defense.
Useful. Monk has a similar move, which
Similar
was very
move.
good.
Suffering
That was
silence.
that pressure point one that did a lot of damage before.
Oh, what's the cost of that? MP
It's
as
MP.
opposed to BP.
Yeah.
That's actually better. Suffering silence, better on silence targets. Not really useful
It's like the
because
second time we've had a class where it's like, oh, works well on someone who has a debuff, but it's a debuff that you can't do.
yeah,
Shield Bearer has one where it's like, oh, it's really effective against frozen targets, and it's like you don't have the ability to freeze.
yeah. Unless you've somehow found an ice weapon.
Yeah.
All allies jump out of the field, then come crashing down on their next turn, performing powerful physical attacks on random targets.
3 BP.
3 BPs, that's the biggest one. And then Spirit Crusher, quick physical attack on a single target. There's a good chance of removing one of their BP. A crit is required to take BP to -2 or below. So
Useful
pretty
against
good.
bosses. Bosses have
We
a
could-
tendency to store up BP.
we could switch to Dragoon then as
Okay.
opposed to Monk.
You could give Dragoon a try in this instance.
Go with that. Or do we swap them round? No, we don't because
We want the passive from Berserker.
yeah, the Berserker one that says that your
There's a 50
sub
yeah.
job are free.
Oh.
That's a passive for Berserker. So
Yeah.
if we put Berserker as the sub job,
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
not really what we want. We would like that for the Dragoon because especially if we do this one,
Yeah, don't
if
cost
that's
BP.
free
Doesn't cost
when
BP.
you're Berserking, that's
That's pretty
pretty
huge.
epic. So
Yeah.
that might be the
That
strat
could be the one
for
to
her.
go for it. Equipment.
Let's do equipment, I suppose. And so I'll just do recommended for now, and then I'll come back and look through them. So a bow.
The amount of times it tries to give White Mage a bow, and I'm like, why? It's the healer.
Right, so heavy axe. The Alistair will be slightly more damage, but I'm okay with Adele having the slightly more damaging axe, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
A big shield. This is a snake. Do we feel like
We
this is
don't know
going to do anything
don't know what
specific?
element it is.
I mean, why would we not go for the ice fire shield? That's a lot
It's
of
just
blue.
it's just better in every way.
Why? This is the new thing we just got from a quest.
Oh, neat. Okay.
A new hat.
New hat.
The Ikaboshi Kabuto. We know that last word.
Yes. A kabuto. That's going to be one of the. That's like a samurai helmet that has the. Sort of,
Is this going to evolve into an Igabushi Kabutops? No.
no.
It will not.
Yeah.
Valkyrie's coat. Again, it's a special. I believe. I can only assume that means special.
Yeah, we've had Valkyrie's coat for a while. When I was doing all the specking last time, I was like, oh, the Valkyrie's coat is just better in every way.
That gives more
It gives him-
HP,
yeah,
and the
and-
Mithril Bangle gives more defense, which is kind of what we want on
Yeah.
him. So I'd say that's pretty good. No. Which one was it? Was it the Oak Staff?
Jade.
The Jade Crest, yeah. And then we're going to give you a shield because why would we not? So do that one to begin with, and then we'll check the others. So I think an adamant shield is pretty decent. Eisenhut. Pilgrim's Hat gives you more restorative power, which is kind of what I'm looking for, unless something gives a lot of blow. Laurel Wreath is just
there you go, the
better.
Laurel Wreath.
Going the old Caesar salad on it. Lamia's tiara. Adele must be wearing that.
Yeah, I think she is. No.
Plate mail.
Plate mail on our White Mage, of course. Shit. Yeah, the Valkyrie's
Yeah,
coat's just so
Valkyrie's
good.
Yeah, plate mail.
I mean, if she can wear it.
Fuck it. Right, this is where we want to take a bit more.
The problem is that we don't know what debuffs this creature does.
No. Well, I'm going to put the instant death and doom immunity on her, just in case, because
Just in
she's the
case.
healer. And then I think there's one that removes silence. silencing.
white veil.
Yeah, I think that will also be handy. So she'll always be able to do it, unless she gets confused. But obviously, there's only so many debuffs.
There's only so many things you can prevent.
The Gaia Rod, yes. Shield. No, they're all pretty good. The Eisenhut again. The Turban was meant to be good for magical attack.
We've got another Laurel Reed. How does the Laurel Reed fare? Less good on him. Okay.
No, it's mainly for restorative power. Magical attack to 270. Oh, Lamia's.
Mr. Lamia.
Oh, and then the super good hat that we just got. So, no. Plate mail, I imagine, is probably going to be the same. And then magical stuff. Daub immunity. Such a weird word, daub.
Yeah.
Freeze immunity, stop immunity. It's kind of nice.
Berserk and confusion could be good.
dread, paralysis, sleep, silence. I think
Silence.
silence is always good just to have on the mages. And then maybe one of the elemental ones, because they're usually pretty good.
The problem is that we don't know which element it is.
No, but so one of them gives a lot of magical attack. That's the ice one. Magical attack +6.
Alright.
Could be pretty good. Speed boost. Restorative power, more MP. Magical defenses mainly. The other ones down here. Star pendant.
That's
Nah.
for healing.
That's magical defense. No, I think Ice Talisman's the way.
Okay.
And then we know that's good. We know that's good. Shield. Not good with shields is a berserker. Not good at all.
Go figure.
So the giant shield. It's as good as it can be. But she can still wear it, which is good. And then she just wants damage. Just kill everything. So that's going to be... power bracers. That was it. Physical attack +18.
She's already
She's
wearing
got
a
one
power
of them.
bracer. That's what you currently have
Yeah,
selected.
the adamant bangle is from mainly for health. Well worn Medulla, no, we don't want that.
I mean, she has 2 power bracers. We can give
no,
her-
she's got a power and a thunder brace. A thunder talisman.
I mean, we have 2. Sorry.
Oh, we have to. Yeah.
We have 2 power bracers.
That's
So if we want to double down, we can do it. Just do
attack +8.
physical.
Physical attack +8.
And more health.
Yeah, it might be okay to have like one of each. Go with that.
Passives.
Abilities then, right. I'm just going to unequip everything. Just 'cause it's simpler.
So let's start with things that we want, that we like definitely want on people, like overhealing.
Better than ever. It needs to be on everybody now. So everybody's got better than ever. On our tank, Simba. Combat Kid. All status elements will be automatically removed 2 turns after being inflicted, at which point HP and MP will be fully restored and BP will be reduced by 1.
So if you get a status put on you, just leave it and then it will be fine.
I think that's good on our tank.
Yeah?
Pretty good. What's... Sky High. Performs jump on a random enemy at 0 cost as soon as battle begins.
You just get a free jump at the start.
Put that on everybody. We just fuck off. That's not bad.
Can you imagine? You've been ambushed. Oh.
Full force. Something for Elvis in the future.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I
we
mean,
saw.
you say in the future, doesn't everybody have Dragoon leveled up now?
Yeah, everybody does, but I mean, for magic, it says for magical. Applying spells or other abilities to multiple targets will increase effect. So most of them is going to be spells that you can say target everyone. So
Yep.
and Brave Front, spells or attacks affecting all enemies will inflict more damage the more BP the user has. Okay, that's not as useful.
See, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Dragoon has a surprising amount of BP-based stuff.
Taking damage will cause the user's MP to be restored by a proportional amount.
Not bad, yeah.
Actually, I thought that was something else. I was thinking of damage to MP, which was from tactics. That was really good. Learn it as a mage and then switch to a fighter. All the damage that comes in has got to go through this 300 MP pool before it even touches my 700 HP health. And then you just win. Sub-job BP,
BP cost of
save.
sub-jobs reduced by 1.
We don't really need that because of the Berserker thing on so-and-so.
What are these?
Oh yeah, it's
We've never actually thought to read them.
I think we did, but it's been a while. So, shield does not negatively affect speed, aim, or evasion. Yep, and physical attack power and critical chance are boosted based on the user's chance of being targeted. Cool. Right. Pain into gain, taking damage while not defaulting Put that on for now, but we might not keep it. But it's just there. Defensive offense. Pulling an attack with a weapon equipped will cause all damage to the user to be reduced by 70% until the next turn. Again, that's pretty good.
It's not bad. Yeah. You have him using like his tank ability, and then on the following turn you have him just attacking people.
So
Don't want him bloody minded.
no, free for all. That doesn't affect him. We don't actually want this then because we've got the comeback kid.
Yeah.
So we're okay with him getting a status thing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You just
And
have
then
to let it cook.
that's
basically.
not relevant for the time being. Counter savvy
could be
is
good.
probably going to be good because we don't know what it's going to do. Immune to blind. No, sorry. Dual shields we don't care about
No,
because
not on
we've
this
found
one.
that this class, while it looked cool, not really that great.
No.
I think this is like the issue with like D&D of like if you go a completely defensive build with no offense, it removes its usability in the game. The game is to attack as well as
Yeah.
defend.
It's a little bit shit.
Defaulting does not increase BP, but nullifies all status elements except slow, stop, and doom. Fast hands for speed. I think we've got a pretty decent one for him there. Overhealing, remove debuffs and regain health and MP if he gets debuffed. Increase defense when attacking and just by default, and immune to counters. That as far as a tank build goes, that's pretty good.
The overhealing is going to be clutch because Gloria's healing is so good. Like, literally the first turn of combat for Gloria should just be cast Kiraga on everyone, and everyone will have 9,000 health. Oh. That's interesting.
I don't know if we've actually seen that.
No.
All healing spells benefit all party members. So if we just cast Cure on one person, everybody should get healed. I don't feel
I
like
feel
that
like
happens.
that happens.
Well, we'll test it out now that we've seen it. So.
Oh! The reason that doesn't happen is because a lot of the time White Mage has been her secondary for a long time because we've been leveling other things, I think.
Oh,
That might be why we've not noticed it.
Okay, well, we don't care about any of them. We don't care about any of them or any of them. We'll put paintings again on, but it probably won't
MP
last.
Saver, wherever that's from. Beastmaster, MP Saver.
Yeah. We might put Unshakable Will on her,
Yes.
because that can be handy. Magical Critical and Revenge, roughly 25% chance of a user's BP increasing by 1 when attacked. That could
That
be
could
handy.
be handy for the healer.
Do we want to replace something with Counter Savvy? We'll probably replace
Painted
that
again.
one just in case. Convert MP, so being attacked restores MP. That could be handy. That could be handy. But is there one we want to get rid of? I think Revenge being only a 25% chance, whereas this always
Okay,
happens.
okay.
I would say that is playing the odds as opposed to playing the safer. I would probably
Okay.
prefer that one. And then these are funny ones. Sky High. It's Sky High. No,
Oh,
I'm not
God.
singing. I'm going to get rid of all the. Why is there not a mark as red? Defaulting restores a little MP. The amount restored depends on the user's level. Oh, nice.
Okay.
And high velocity spells prevents all attack spells from being nullified or absorbed. Will not bypass damage halving or reflects effects.
Not being absorbed at least is useful.
Stops them from being nullified or absorbed. Interesting. Okay. Right. Don't actually care about any
MP
of
saver.
them. We'll do convert MP. We'll do
MP Saver for Beastmaster.
MP saver. That's very
Critical spell from Red Mage.
Yes, magical critical and probably. Oops. As much as I would like counter MP, I think putting it on everybody's probably a bit overkill.
Mhm.
Like better than ever, just having more health is just awesome.
Yeah.
So I think that's good for that. And then Draconics. It's called Draconics.
Dragoon. So yeah,
what do they get?
Yeah.
Pierce default. Attacking a defaulting target will no longer result in reduced damage. Okay, they have
Sick.
armor piercing. And then Rage and Reason.
Yeah, action can be chosen for any half of the time when berserked.
Oh, okay. So
Well, because you berserk for I think 3 turns, so it's going to be one that's berserk, one that isn't, and then a coin flip.
give a Sky High because it's funny. Probably doesn't need any of those. I didn't mean to click that. I was just scanning through. Raw Power. That one will be handy for her because we do often have her brave to do more damage. Does she have a spear?
No,
she has
she's
an axe.
using an axe
She's
at the
using an
moment.
axe. So spearhead.
And
could
so
be
she,
good for-
you know, if we had her being like more of a dragoon user, then spearheaded could be useful.
So, Not as big a fan about that one. We wanted that one. No. Oh no, wait, wasn't there a thing for subclasses costing less? Or they were free? Where am I remembering that one from? It's not that. Attacking abilities performed at random while berserk cost nothing.
It was that one.
Oh, just do not cost it. So it's not about their subclass.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could put her as Dragoon main.
And have that instead.
Yeah. Because everything else will stay the same that's there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's an option.
Well, if we swap them round, what are Dragoon's passives?
Yeah, well, let's put...
Well, speciality is not
The
passive,
user
sorry.
will act first in battle when the spear is equipped unless the enemy has the advantage. Oh, okay, that's not actually that useful. I thought it was something
yeah.
epic, like boosted or whatever. Oh, did we put that on? We didn't.
Need magic crit.
I think get rid of
Revenge.
revenge because that's only a chance. Full force. Let's go with that. What was Brave Front? It's a bit of a tough one now. I'm not actually sure what to go with. I suppose we could put Aspire attack on for if there's any MP things. I'm kind of running out of because she's good as is.
Yeah.
Stores an amount of HP based on damage inflicted.
Oh,
give us
yeah.
some self heal.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Might be
Drain
handy,
attack,
actually, yeah.
actually.
All right, we'll go with that, and let's just quickly try swapping her jobs around. It's equipment.
Yeah, try Dragoon as main instead. That swaps them.
Oh, that. Them hairs.
Hairs? What? I'm sorry, what? Look at them hairs!
I'm sorry.
You can do Wild Spears in this
What?
game! You can do Wild Spears in this game!
That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
That looks so stupid! You can do Wild Spears in this game!
All right, we're going with power braces then. And what was the other one?
Oh, look at her abilities first. Find out if we actually do want to do this before you go through all this.
I feel like I just want to do it anyway now because it's
It's like so dumb!
Right, abilities then. So
So what is...
momentum. Jump abilities will be formed more quickly and will be more powerful the more weight the user is carrying. Okay.
I mean, Dragoons are meant to wield plate armor.
High wind. Any additional effects applied to regular attacks also apply to jump. Also, there will be no stat reduction for wielding two weapons as long as the sword or spear is... That's
Wait,
so stupid.
Since when was Dragoon a dual wielding class?
Final Fantasy 14, implement this.
When was Dragoon a dual wielding class?
Fuck it then, we're going to go with this.
This
right,
is the
so-
precursor to Viper. Okay. This is the precursor to Viper. They're like, what if Spear, but also was dual wielding? Make sure you save.
So, we are now ready to reattempt
Oh my god,
this.
that took us like 15 minutes.
Yeah, could do with loadouts. Come here, vile beast, and feel my blade.
Let's see how we did.
This will be a piece of cake.
Simmers
No,
already-
Adele. You didn't even. She just killed someone.
She just killed it!
Hello, I'm in the fight. Right, heroics. Okay, we got to remember how the fuck.
I
to
mean,
play
hang
this.
on. Battle info first.
All right.
Mush, shoot! He needs identifying.
So we're magnifying glass to begin with.
It
and then-
is actually interesting that he isn't just a recolor. He does actually have a different model. You're on 4 times battle speed to pull
Shut
that.
the fuck up, woman! Let me play my game.
Rain that shit in.
Right.
Right, battle info. What does he have? Because we didn't see it. Right, he's weak to spears.
They're both weak to spears. What a good choice this was. They were also weak to earth and water. Okay,
So Blizzaga time.
all right, let's get some evasion up. A lot of singing from Elvis, from the Scottish bagpiper.
So it's Dragoon's time. Take out the ad. No ads.
Well, let's go for savagery, vent fury, and then we'll go for draconics, and let's try. No, we can't do soul jump. Actually,
Can't do it just yet.
Yes, we can.
This should do it.
Oh, she used double damage instead. But we could
'Cause she was
she's
berserking.
she's berserking then. Interesting. White magic. Right, let's get some. I'm assuming protect. Let's get some protect on.
You don't want to overheal?
Not at the moment.
And we have Gwillem with us!
12 damage
Good job,
from a
Simba.
boss.
We love it, Simba.
Allow me.
Right, white magic. Let's
Overheal.
overheal. Okay, so let's get a Cura. Wait,
What do you mean, wait?
I'm gonna test this now to see if this cures everybody because it's just on Simba.
Okay.
Does that feel better?
I
No,
don't
it
think it
didn't.
did that. So
No.
why does it say that? It says healing
Oh,
effects. Jesus.
6,000 damage!
Let's go for reprisal. Let's get some more evasion going.
Mushu went really downhill after the Disney remake. What Disney remake? It doesn't exist.
Still standing.
I bite you.
Bite you, bite you, bite you, bite you!
Defender of the people. Some more defense up. Suffer in silence. Probably not one of the best ones. Dodged.
Better luck next
0.
0.
Oh, it hit me.
It hit me, I just don't care.
It just didn't hurt at all.
Does that feel better?
Thanks for bailing me out.
Right.
Okay then.
Heroics.
Oh, I think in order to overheal, they actually have to have taken some damage,
Right. Okay.
which might be why nothing happened, but I don't know.
Guarantee that an enemy's next 2 actions will be aimed at the user. Flip the bird. So,
She's not berserking. She already ran out.
hey!
A berserking dragoon. It's just Heaven's Ward all over
A
again.
little magical assistance.
Hello, Core's awake.
Hello, Core.
Right, so now let's just throw in a little Blizzaga.
Just a little.
Let's see how you deal with this.
Nice.
Did that remove BP? Yeah, it did. She literally just took some BP out.
Yoink.
This is easy. Bonk him in the face for 500 damage. Let's go for a shell then. Next, just raise up all your defensive stuffs. Bleh!
Bleh.
Half damage of fire.
This should do it.
Vulnerable to spears.
Primordial forces consume you.
It's just Heaven's Ward. God damn it, Daz.
Lend us your power.
That's what I said.
Pathetic, huh, man? Get it.
He literally said pathetic. I think that was a holy breath. That wasn't fire.
Let me see.
Oh, I wanted to kill it with a white mage bonk. That would have been hilarious.
How much health has he got? Not a lot.
Let me on to the next one.
That was
was
the
easy.
easiest boss fight we've done so far. Mermegalodon scale. That wasn't.
Them thighs.
That wasn't the Mermegalodon.
And then the camera found us.
Right. Time to go do more bosses.
Do you want to do this as the boss for an episode? Are we just going to go back and find all of the dickheads?
Like, there's only so, I think there's probably only so many we can do because of how like over leveled you need to be. But you know, because we could probably do like there's a boss tree in the starting zone near the first town, so we could probably try and go do that one as well. Even though it's not very clear to me what the benefit of doing all of these bosses are, because they give you these items and these items don't seem to do much.
They cheat. Goodbye.
This
Hello!
is the first time that the game has actually been like, hey, here's a quest to go kill a boss monster.
Yeah, because this wasn't the sandworm. This was just you. It's a miracle. Our hero has finally come to rid us of this hideous serpent. I think it'd be half full of Dell in the desert. You're welcome. We get a light talisman. Ooh! What does that do when it's at home? Items!
That's a bit shit for being a boss.
What are the stat improvements? You get slightly better restorative power. Okay.
And magic
cool.
defense.
And magic
so
defense.
So it's for mages.
I mean,
It's
still, it's
a
like,
bit pants.
thanks,
I
guess.
Flip that.
Right, let's go and fight some. So we're going back to Halcyon and Annonia. Finally, the Copacabana. Right, where's the... We need a list of where the bosses
Right,
are.
so open up the map. You're
What,
gonna
this?
want, yeah. I believe that the tree is hiding around
Hiding.
here. Yeah, it was
The
literally
tree is hiding.
It was literally hiding. I ran into it by accident. It's around. It's
Wait,
around here.
all three of the things we got to do are over in that dungeon. What's going on over there? Is
That's
there a
that's
bridge?
just the way to the next area. It's not in that dungeon. It's just in that direction.
I wasn't
That's
paying
it.
attention.
That's a gerblin.
This'll be a piece of cake.
It's a what? Sorry, love. It's a corpse.
It's a smudge. It's a was.
I'll drink to that.
That is a really cool ability to have. I know she just insta bonks anything.
Yeah, I believe it's hiding in this sort of area here amongst some trees. And I literally just like walked into it because it just looked like a tree. So boss tree ain't hiding around here. There he is. You can.
How the fuck did you just?
I'm sorry, Spook. I'm sorry. Was that what you were about to say? How did you just walk into the tree?
Fuck this game.
I don't know, Spook. It's a complete mystery how it happened.
I was looking at a different tree.
There's more of them. What's the plan?
Well, that needs to be clipped. Right, Draconics, soul jump.
Thanks, Gwillem.
I did fuck all because Gwillem just did a blah.
Yeah, so it's that tree there. It doesn't move. I was like, oh, is it something? Is it a special tree that I can like interact with and find an item? Nope, it was a boss.
You found an item. It was your corpse.
See?
Ooh!
Let's see what you're made of, eh?
No, I don't.
She's gone.
That is a big tree. Please hit that and kill it in one go. Oh, that would have been fucking fun. Right.
So
slow down.
these little ad things are going to be healing it. We need a battle info. Battle info.
No, I'm going to do this first.
Yeah,
I'll
because
get
I was
it on the
gonna,
next
yeah, 'cause I was
one.
going to say a big AOE will hopefully take care of the little guys because I think those little guys have healing abilities. That was green.
Good thing we did that at the start
Yep.
because it didn't do anything else.
It absorbs Earth. So battle info.
Right, so items. Magnifying lesser Treant.
This one's just an actual treant. Doesn't have a fancy name. It's just a treant. This is why I'm saying battle info. Work out what these little guys are weak to.
Oh, you just want to see what?
Yeah, I
right.
just wanna see.
Thought, when you kept saying battle info, I thought like, yes, I'm going to magnifying glass.
No,
I'm
it's
going
like
to
I-
fire. You've seen these guys before.
Yeah. So we want
Um,
to do an AOE fire thing to get rid of all the ads. He's weak to electric.
Well, fire, you say?
Fire, you
Now,
say.
this should be full force, so it's not going to be weakened by the number of individual targets. So this is going to be full force fire Argot on everybody.
Maelstrom of magic assail you!
One's dead.
See, that's why I was like, these little guys need to die. I remember that they have healing abilities.
Right, well, everyone's got overheal, so let's get that going.
Thanks for bailing me out, you like
Yeah,
Thanks,
go on.
Willem.
600, that's nothing. That's it, you heal each other. Oh, 9! Oh!
Oh, no.
Here I go.
I got 9'd! Let's just go and defend with people. Yeah, just play him defense, that's what he's good for. Let's just deal with all
It was
the...
probably good when you were supposed to get it. I don't know. I don't know when you're supposed to do these fights because when you're like in the zone for the first time, they're way too difficult to do. Yeah, Crescent Moon is the AOE, isn't it? Or is that the level slash?
Hang on.
Hang on.
I love that one.
Oh, she's got a thunder ability. He's weak to thunder.
Decent.
That was good.
Hey, you okay? I'll take a hit.
Very well.
Well done.
Good lad.
Okay, let's put some protection then on Simba.
Get used to this. Oh, what's next, I wonder?
Be gone.
I think that's Thundara. Let's go with Thundara.
Primordial forces consume you!
Another one dead.
Primordial forces consume you. Another one based.
Not
Another
do
one
as
dead.
much damage on the big guy as I thought it might.
Hey, you okay? Guess it's my turn.
Heroics. What have we got?
Yeah, not Earth.
We
He's
don't
got
want
he's got a
Earth.
lot of Earth abilities. Do not use Earth; it absorbs it.
Was it Enrage? Yeah, let's get Enrage. It's got 28,000 health, did that say? 282,000. A little bit more than we thought.
Just a bit. He's very very tonky for he's a big old tree.
A little magical assistance.
Fine.
Not a lot of damage
It's,
though.
not, it's fine.
She is fast.
To meet your mate.
Well, it even said that when you do jumps as well, they come around quicker. I think it makes sense for dragoons to be quick.
Yeah. But I'm glad. She's that fast though that I think she had 2 turns before some of the rest of the party had 1. That was really useful.
So that little guy just did like a 900 heal. Last one left. He needs to die. I want that man dead.
Let's see how you like this.
You are about to witness my true power. It's now or never. I'll take the hit.
So little health left.
So he just healed 900 on himself. Yep. Tapped the wrong one. Cured
Want
himself.
to see what I can really do?
Ooh!
It's water.
Why water?
I don't know. To do with the.
I mean, it raises his special, so why not?
Okay. So is it to do with the spear we have equipped?
Eyes on me. Oh, an icy power is upon me. Aye.
Absorbs water.
Okay.
Okay, also important that we found that out now.
Action.
Right.
He's great.
Reprisal.
There we go, it's just him left now. Thanks, Quillum! Simba does need a top up.
Yeah, we'll just go
Does
with
that
Cura.
feel better?
Feeling good.
He's not at full health, that's how much health he has!
Okay then.
This could be a long fight then.
Yeah,
Let's
it's gonna be
speed
a
this up.
long one.
Press our advantage.
I'm just gonna keep up with the protection. Oh, actually.
Yeah, do a Cura.
Let's not burn through MP too fast.
Yeah.
And again.
I don't know if you want to have Elvis do some buffs.
Lend us your
Yeah, it might be worth doing.
Maybe have him increase
7K.
have him increasing the party's physical
I
damage.
mean, look, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
the heal.
I owe you one.
Better cover up. Let's
What
see.
the
It's-
jolly jazz music going? What the hell?
It's from Elvis's special.
Right, okay.
I just paused and I was like, oh, this is good music.
Physical damage, I guess physical damage.
My time to shine. Diachronin.
So can we use Soul Jump? The one that makes everybody do a big attack?
Prepare to meet your
Yeah.
maker.
Yeah, we can.
Does that feel better?
It doesn't do as much damage for everybody because they're not equipped to attack. It's still their attack thing, so.
You are about to witness my true power. Let me help you.
Yeah, she can't brave if she's been equipped with that.
More defending.
Maker. Spiritual.
That feels great.
I'm just biting on his ankles just every other turn.
Literally an ankle biter. I remember that there was a pet you could get in well that was a little teeny tiny T-Rex and its name was Ankle Biter.
Heal.
Savagery. Just vent fury again.
Speed. Prepare to meet your maker. Let me help you.
Ankle Biter is PK. I don't think he is. Apparently more people do stuff on Easter than I thought they did.
I've never really been a big sort of
No.
let's do stuff on Easter.
No,
kind of
I've never
person.
thought, even though it is obviously a holiday, I've never really thought of it as like a holiday. But apparently more people do stuff on Easter than I thought.
Let me help you.
Even as Happy Easter from Stanji.
That one makes more sense because
You
I
are
think it
about
is more
to
of a big
witness
deal in
my true
Poland.
power.
It's a bit more of a Christian country, so they do tend to celebrate them kind of things.
I was
But
just surprised. I said Happy Easter back, I was just surprised.
Lend
I don't ever really get Happy Easter off my own family. We saw them yesterday.
magical defense, physical. Let's try shell split.
It's my turn.
Physical defense down. Okay, we'll give that a try.
How much BP has he got stored up? Can you see in Battle Info? Got 1 BP. Because she has the ability to steal BP.
Yeah, I should be using that one.
Yeah, I was just trying to do. And bosses have this tendency to store at BP and then do a big hit. So I was like, oh, if he, yeah. So I was like, maybe try to keep him from having too much BP. 1 maybe isn't an issue, but if he gets to 2, it's
We could do that every turn. So we would never have a turn.
no, you can have a turn if you have you can have a turn if you have negative BP because your turn reduces it, but you
No,
can't.
you have to be at 0 to choose something. That's
Oh,
how it
yeah,
works
you
for us.
do.
Can we stun lock him?
You stun lock him by just constantly stealing BP every turn because you're so fast.
much better.
Here I go.
Easter is a family holiday dinner, egg hunts, praising the false god.
About to witness my true power.
Oh, I think it cost Adele a lot of BP to do
To
that.
do it. Okay.
Right. That would make sense.
Oh,
'Cause
so that's
otherwise
yeah,
it's-
it'd be broken otherwise.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a friggin' minute. Oh, he overcame dread and healed himself. You see that?
Yeah, there you go. That's what the ability's supposed to do. And he overhealed himself to 999 because he's got overhealing.
Spirit Crusher. Follow me on this.
Okay.
Spirit Crusher
Yes.
costs 2 BP to use. Elvis has a move that allows him to give somebody their turn immediately. Are you following where I'm going with this logic?
I am, yeah.
That missed.
Your maker.
Fuck!
This should do it.
Guess it's my turn.
Wasn't there one in Heroic? Gift of Courage, yeah.
Yeah, gift to BP to somebody.
You are about to witness my true power. A little magical assistance.
The annoying thing is that at the end of this, it'll probably be like, we get loads of job points and stuff, and it's like, who the fuck goes into this fight without having a maxed out job? Tell me! Tell me!
Let's see how we deal with this.
Singing. Shut up and dance.
Shut up and dance
Okay, it gives
with me.
them, it increases the bar so they get 1 more back. Right, okay, so it's not, I can do that.
Prepare to meet your maker.
Let's go for a cure.
Yeah, there you go.
See, he had to have his turn then to get the BP
Get
back
BP
that he
back.
just took from him.
Let me help you. Much better.
You need to maybe do a solo heal on Adele.
Okay then.
Yeah, next time it's Gloria's turn, do a solo heal on Adele.
Yeah. Sorry, shield craft, defend your pick.
Prepare to meet your maker. Does that feel better?
That's better.
Here I go. All right.
Increase multiple targets critical chance by 15% for 2 turns.
You are about to witness my true power.
Low on MP again.
Perhaps this is my chance.
Okay then.
It just hit me for 2k damage, but I'm still at full health.
I feel like this is just going to take way too fucking long.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a long fight. Oh my god, we haven't even done a quarter of his health yet. Jesus.
Prepare to meet your maker. Let me help you.
I have to point out that I had typed other random letters before that, but my phone auto-corrected it to Christ. It knew. It knew because of the day.
Come and get it.
Guess it's my turn. Okay.
You wee devil.
What are you looking for in your
So
phone?
if I go back to our conversation that we had about Digimon, it was like half an hour ago.
What's the plan?
So the Digimon World games, I think, are a little bit more about raising the Digimon, which it would be the Next Order, the original Digimon World on the PlayStation, and after that. But then Digimon Story are your more RPG-like. I mean, they're both RPGs, but Digimon Story, there was the first one, and then Digimon Story Dusk and Dawn. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, which I have on the Switch, which again is quite reminiscent of that, of having like branching evolution ones. I feel like the world games do have branching evolutions, but they tend to be the ones where it's like you have to train and meet the requirements within a certain time, and then it will digivolve, and if it doesn't, it reverts. Whereas the story ones, it tends to be you need to meet these requirements, but you manually trigger it, and you can go back and forth freely, which you quite like.
Yes, I did like that.
And the next Digimon game that is going to be released, they are currently teasing on social media, is Digimon Story Time Stranger. So the next one is a Digimon Story game as opposed to a Digimon World game, which it says is going to release on Microsoft Windows. So hopefully it's going to be on Steam, and I will probably maybe playing that one.
I'm back in the game. Better cover up. You rang?
No confirmed date, just this year.
Kill you.
Digimon Time Story. It'll be the 7th game in the story sub-series of Digimon, coming 8 years after Cyber Sleuth. Oh, so it actually continues Cyber Sleuth's story. I should finish Cyber Sleuth! It's on my Switch. But you can, for those who like Digimon, Cyber Sleuth is on Steam as well, I do like that. Which was also decent. Yeah, I have Cyber Sleuth on Switch, and yeah, that's one of those ones you, much like Dawn and Dusk, you have a team of 3.
Yes.
Thanks for
Yeah,
bailing me
you
out.
have the team of 3.
What's next, I wonder?
Good lord, I think that was about 7,000 every. Where are we at then? A third of the way through, so we are getting.
Okay.
I just need a conversation piece really to get us through this, because I don't feel like there's much risk of us dying.
No, I think we've got the self-sustain. It's a weird colouring, pink and green. Cash showed me it, and I thought it actually looked quite nice, because it's spring colours. I thought it was actually quite nice. The Easter Lopunny thing that they're doing.
Well, good for you. You're wrong. As I was saying. I'm out of MP.
Ah yes, apparently Digimon Time Stranger is already listed on Steam. Apparently. Game was announced, it was leaked by GameStop stating Xbox, making it the first Digimon story game to be on Xbox. The game was later listed for Steam. Yeah, so there's a new Digimon game this year. That's fun.
Oh, Elvis is dead.
Oh, how did that happen?
It's not happening again because I've just healed the fuck out of everybody. Like, all right, we're not gonna let that happen again. Reprisal.
That's already different. I just googled Time Story and immediately met with a picture showing what the three starters would be, quote unquote. And it's different because when you play Digimon, who are the starters? It was Agumon,
Yeah, Agumon, Gabumon,
and if there's a third, sometimes the third's a bit.
Yeah. Normally the one I think is the plant one.
Palmon,
I
yeah.
think it's Palmon.
Apparently the 3 starting Digimon for Time Story are Patamon, Gomamon, and Devimon. So you have a holy, a water, and a dark. And I'm like, that's different. Instead of having it be Agumon and Gobumon all the fucking time. You get Gomamon and Patamon as a starter. That's fun.
Oops. I didn't mean to default there, but whatever.
Whoopsie. It doesn't hurt to default. Gives him a bit of defense. Doesn't Elvis regain MP if he defaults? That's the Black Mage passive.
Yeah, he does gain a little bit. Not a lot, but a bit, and it helps.
Theory on the next monster from Monster Hunter Wilds. Go. Probably Arkveld or the chicken. Thanks, God.
And next monster.
I saw Go and assumed you meant the mobile game. No, the mobile game is called Now, just to be confusing. It's not Monster Hunter Go.
It's Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's not Monster Hunter Go, it's Monster Hunter Now.
I want it now!
And so we begin our discussion on the importance of the Oxford comma. Theory on next monster from Monster Hunter World, comma, go.
Got any lightning?
I mean, we already know what the next one's going to be, so I guess the next one after that would be a question. So less what do you want them to bring back and what do you think they would bring back is probably going to be the question. I think we've talked a lot of times about which monsters we want to see, but logistically, which ones do you think they would? Which is basically bringing in monsters that aren't too similar to things that exist. Because I remember you did say that, like, oh, I want Anjanath to be there, and I said Anjanath probably won't be there because it's too similar to Chemetry, so they got around that by making it the lightning one, because the fire one is too similar. But also they have shown that they will put in variants without having the original, which normally they don't do.
I
But they do
think
do
it
now.
would be quite interesting for them to bring back either Glav or Brack.
Glavenus or Brachydios? I think I would agree with Brachydios. I think Brachydios would be a good one. Glavenus...
I mean, I really liked
I
Glavenus
know
just
you
because
really
his
like
music
it. I know
was
you
sick.
like it. You like Glavenus a lot.
And I would like to attack him now with a sword and shield now that I understand how that weapon works. So I think that one could be really fun.
I think a Guardian Glavenus would be extra fun.
I've never seen one of those, so yeah, that might. They never had that in World.
Yeah, because it would be different. But
It
I'm
was
thinking
just Glavenus.
Yeah, it's
that was
just
it.
Glavenus. Because they had Glavenus and they had acidic Glavenus.
Yes.
But I
that was
think a
sorry.
Guardian Glavenus would be cool because obviously Wilk explodes. So if you imagine Glavenus's sword attacks with the addition of when they hit, they explode in Wilk. That actually adds another layer. You probably wouldn't need to do a Wilk Brachydios, a Guardian Brachydios, because Brachydios already explodes. So he is the explode element. They added it for him.
Yeah.
Explode as an element kind of didn't exist until Brachydios existed. So it's like, it doesn't need to be a Guardian, it kind of already does it. But again, it's like, technically they can if they want to. But I think Brachydios would be a good one.
The Raging Brachydios was a
Yeah.
bit of a centerpiece fight.
It was, yes.
Had its own second stage.
Yeah, it was an actual phase thing of hunting around the map, and then when he gets below a certain health, he goes into the room and he actually changes the room in a way that basically locks you in, so you can't run away and heal. So it is literally a 1v1 fight to the death. Yeah, Raging Bracky is definitely a end game monster like Foolish Attack. So I suppose that's something to remember as well, is like the stage of gameplay now.
Well, they introduced Mizutsune.
Yeah,
And that's not really end game.
No, it's
but
not.
I did find that the tempered one can one-shot them.
Yes, I
Which
got one.
why?
I got one shot by attempted.
I feel like that might be a glitch or something. Cause
No,
it's
I don't think it's a glitch. I think it is intentional. I think that's just the power creep of Mizu is a mid-tier monster, but we're making the tempered one hard so that there is a new hard fight for people to do, basically. Which I don't know how I feel, but yeah, it's not a glitch. It is been well documented by multiple people of that big backflip tail slam.
Yeah.
Can one shot you. It is a one shot.
It just feels kind of weird when you see a monster that's you know, it's like, oh, did you get one shot by an Arkveld or by the Zoshia? Nope. Mizutsune.
Yep.
Why? Because it's at the end of the game and we needed to give a challenge. It feels kind of like you put so much effort into the lore of your world. This feels very tacked on and gamey. You know what I mean? It's just one of them of like, you know, I'm okay with if you want to do a patch and buff the other monsters that are supposed to do one shots. That makes more sense. Of like, oh shit, they got tougher. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll buy that.
It definitely makes me go, uh-oh, for when Arch-Tempered Raydow's gonna happen. Of like, no, that is gonna be like one-shotting territory of literally dodge or die.
Yeah, it'll be just kill you all the time.
A little magical assistance.
Time to play my trump cards.
Nope, doesn't actually.
Just because I'm
absorb.
conscious doesn't mean I'm awake. Speaking of which, is the event starting today or Tuesday, the spring event? No idea. No idea.
I've actually been on properly.
I haven't played Monster Hunter properly for a couple of weeks. The last time I played was Sam, which was not the Thursday, just been the Thursday before. But I feel like the Raydow event is going to be starting soon. So it was a couple of weeks after March.
Want to see what I can
Tempered
really do?
Raydow.
Let's see if the old pipes are up to it, shall we?
When is that being added in?
My true power.
Available as an event quest from April 29th to May 20th.
Next week.
Next week, and then it's going to be available for a month.
You saved my bacon there.
May the
Everyone's on 9999 health.
Hell yes, that's what we like to see.
You may feel a little
I won't let you down. My time to shine, eh?
This will shut you up. A little magical assistance.
Here, try this.
Allow me.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Spirits
I don't know if I necessarily want it because it feels kind of basic, but I think there's probably room for Tigrex
like the long
Oh yeah, Tigrex would be good, or a
in the plains.
what's the Barioth.
Barioth.
Yeah, I like Barioth.
Yeah, I mean, the trio aren't bad with Barioth,
Nagakuga,
Nagakuga. You
yeah.
like
I
Nagakuga.
love Nagakuga.
Barioth, because Nagakuga would fit in with in the jungle.
Yes.
Well, the thing is that the three of them have a biome each of the desert, the jungle, and the tundra,
Yeah.
and we have biomes for all of those. Although technically Tigrex is meant to be like biome neutral. Kind of want to see Monoblos. Oh, I wouldn't say no to Monoblos. I think Monoblos could do with a modern redo to help him stand apart from Diablos. Now we have the technology. They could do with remaking him so that they can make him different. Yeah, Tigrex is meant to be biome neutral, so you can technically appear anywhere. I could see Tigrex running around the desert plains and just going absolutely berserk and feral as he does.
check this out.
And again, imagine a guardian Tigrex. So not only is he chomping and flailing around everywhere, but his swipes are doing Wilk explosions.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Guardian. Yeah, I was like, I've not thought that one. What was the other Tigrex?
Brute.
Yeah, it was a Brute Tigrex, wasn't it?
Brute Tigrex literally being harder, better, faster, stronger. Barioth was kind of a fun one though, of like, we've got Barioth, the Ice Wyvern, and we're adding in a variant of him. Cool. What's the variant? It's ice.
Icier.
It's icier Barioth. Frostfang.
Very well.
And Nagakuga has the coolest variant, which is
A little
Lucent.
magical assistance.
Where they were like, what if we made Nagakuga, but he could turn invisible? And you go, what? And they're just like, have fun, bye.
Legit invis.
This'll do it.
I need it. What's the plan?
It's a cool name, Lucent Nagakuga. Nagakuga with silvery fur that can reflect light. If you look closely, you can see his eyes. That's how you can find him.
I remember that one. It was a good fight.
Yeah.
That was.
That was another one that was in that like little arena that they kind of packed on at the end. It was a bit odd. But yeah, Lucent is cool. Lucent Nagakuga could be fun in Wilds. It's gone.
Allow me.
Zenoga would be great to see in the plains. Yes, I am a big fan of Zenoga, unsurprisingly.
Save my bacon there.
And we could do a Stygian. Stygian Zenoga, Dragon Element. That's again is another one. I think anything that has a vague elemental tie could be a potential cool guardian because of how the Wilk mechanic works.
A little magical assistance.
Okay then.
Noon Tiger X, because he's a good puppy, we don't need more reason for Blue to break out Monster Hunter. I will do more.
Want to see what I can really do?
It should be a long time away, like a year plus minimum. Year. They're not quite. They're not quite going for monthly updates, but they are trying to keep them regular. Which, to be fair, they did in World. They kept the lifespan of the game going. Yes, I said that like the estimate would probably be a year and a half for a Master Rank DLC. That is how long it took for Iceborne to come out. A year and a half for a Wilds Master Rank. We Master Ranked it, which tends to come with a new area and like a new sort of like. Not like a full roster, but a new mini roster. Not like here's 2 new monsters, generally sort of like here's 5 or 6 new monsters all at once. Whereas the title updates tend to be 1 or 2 new monsters. And it currently looks like the pattern is going to be 1 new monster and 1 upgraded fight. So we had Mizitsune as a new fight and high rank Zoshia as an upgraded fight, and then we are getting Legiacrus and Arch-Tempered Raidou. Who know are coming, so.
Sacred power restore you. Prepare to meet your maker.
I wonder when they're gonna start doing siege fights.
Let me see.
Oh, like, yeah, what the first siege monster be? See, that one's one that I can't really comment on because I've only seen a few.
Yeah, they tend to be
And
they tend to be quite unique.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, isn't
Yeah.
it? If they were like, we're bringing Kultaroth, it's like, okay, cool, but surely you've got more monsters that are worthy of a siege or,
Yeah.
you know, especially in
So,
terms of
the
than
thing-
just bringing Kultaroth
Yeah,
back.
because pretty much all of the sieges that we've encountered in this generation of monsters, I think people are referring it to as the 5th, I think, and we're now the 6th generation of monsters with Wilds. So I think all the 5th gen monsters that were sieges were
Let me see.
always new. Of Kultaroth was new for World. Can't believe I've forgotten his name. Zora Magdaros was new, obviously, because he was like part of the plot. Velkhana had a siege fight where you had to fire the only a technicality, but it is classified as a siege in a way. And because you had to do the mechanic of the Dragon Razor, that big massive thing you had to load the ammo into and fire off. I don't believe Fatalis was technically classed as a siege. But yeah, they've always been new. Because
Whoa, what the fuck?
something happened. Once a year, Fatalis showing up exclusively to be like, so I've seen you all fucking around making chimeric monsters with this Zoshia bitch, time to wipe you all off the face of the planet. That would be an interesting thing because, in theory, based off what fans are observing, they think that some of Fatalis' DNA is in Zoshia. Based on things that they have observed, they think that there is Fatalis DNA in Zoshia.
Holy Spirit,
Want to see what I can really do?
Capcom will never confirm that because, lol, they never do.
Let me at 'em. Here goes.
to arms. Spirit,
Nothing to play my trump cards. Right there,
Get it.
a little magical assistance.
I've seen people do side-by-sides of the red and black dragon abilities and Shia, and it does line up. Yeah. The theory is that he has bits from all of them. Bits from Fatalis, Alatreon, and Saturn, potentially. Maybe a bit of Gore as well. Though Gore is not... Even though Gore is a black dragon, not capitalised, he's not a black dragon, capitalised. Thanks, Monster Hunter, for making your naming conventions not confusing.
You're right down there, Blue.
Plugging in a cable. In the camp, the game is hinting at equal dragon weapon being a thing. So if they do not, Zoshia is the closest we will get to an equal dragon weapon. If they don't actually do the equal dragon weapon, it's basically Zoshia, because it's a similar enough concept. But I mean, because the equal dragon weapon is from a concept art book, and that is how concepts be. It could well be that of, like, they're not going to do the equal dragon weapon because the equal dragon weapon, after many, many years of development, became Zoshia.
Want to see what I can really do?
Because it's pretty close.
Aye, this should do it.
Which would, funny enough, back up what Das wants, because the equal dragon weapon ended with Fatalis and Strayed. And we've seen in World the state that Strayed is in, and how that ended.
My time to shine, eh?
Holy Spirit,
Oh man, get it! Here, try this.
allow me.
Ugh.
Lend us your power.
Want to see what I can really do?
I did not realise this fight was going to be the entire stream.
Yeah, I know, and it was like, okay, he's got a lot of health, like, yeah, this fucker's got a lot of health.
Fucking hell.
I think I'm down to the last third.
Unleash my full potential.
Yeah, I can see that you've upped the battle speed as well,
Yes.
after you realised that we weren't going to just fall over and die immediately.
May the crystals guide us.
Be healed! They could do siege battles with the boats too in the Desert Whales. We have desert right behind the Windward Plains. Yeah, I mean, the opening cutscene was in one.
I still need to show you that from Lost Planet 2. They had a similar, I don't know whether it came before or afterwards because I don't know when their games were released, but there was a bit in a desert where you're on a train,
Yeah.
like, not even like a proper train, an enormous train,
Yeah, huge
a
train.
huge platform train going across the desert with several carriages, and the first part of the mission you have to work your way up the carriages to the main train, and then when you're on the train you have to load an enormous rail gun to shoot at a thing that is chasing you.
That's cool.
Because Lost Planet are the people
Before
part of the Monster Hunter team.
spiritual predecessor. In a
Yeah,
way.
essentially there were people that were doing Lost Planet and they said, wouldn't it be cool if we just did the monster fighting bit without the people shooting bit? And they branched off and made Monster Hunter. So there will be, I'm interested to see like how you, I know you won't like it as much, but I'm interested to see like how you think it compares, like how it plays and sort of stuff. Because I liked Lost Planet 2, I had fun with it, but it was one of the games that my friends didn't have as much fun with.
Gotta try it. I say this because Equal Dragon Face is similar to the Arc Belt helmet. Yeah, that's what I mean. Of like, Equal Dragon probably won't appear because it's been basically refined and developed over the years to be Yeah, the siege battles with the sand ships in the desert, yeah, is literally from 4, and so they could bring them back. So they typically sieges are new things, but they could bring back the new ones. Because as I said, when we first saw the intro back when we did the beta back in like November, the first thing I did was go, oh, sand ships, because sand ships are from 4. There's a lot of references to 4. Monster Hunter doesn't typically do sequels, quote unquote, but even though obviously Wilds uses, you know, it mechanically is very similar to World, there's a lot of things there that hint to 4, of like references to characters and to places. Not just with Gemma, who is literally a character from 4, but Fabius as well. Fabius is a character from 4. And the whole thing with Gore. And how, like, you know, they were saying when the Gore quest was being done, and they were like, you know, we know that you've researched into this, Certs, because he was there in 4 when Gore Magala was a new monster. And people are just sort of there going,
Trump cards.
Come and get it.
got 3 BP.
Here, try this.
Allow me. Stop it! I'm up, huh?
Did you just stone Arger himself? Prick.
Bastage. You know, there are at least 3 timelines. It's not even that there's 3 timelines, it's that the timeline is all wibbly wobbly. Not to quote Doctor Who, but it is. They're all wibbly wobbly.
Let me see. Holy Spirit,
Time to play my trump cards. They'll struggle hard to sell you.
lend us your power.
Every so often, Gwillem just goes and bites him for about 30 damage.
Ow! Ow!
Spirit, protect us. Right then.
Want to see what I can really
That's a
do?
good move.
Cordial forces in like that, did you?
A little magical assistance.
Me, Adam. Better cover up.
Let's see how prepare to meet your maker. I shall take care of this.
More healing for everybody! No, 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 no.
Cheers. I owe you one.
I do not intend to lose.
We're on fire. It's nothing.
Ah, this is the way to do it.
Ouch.
Let me
Pipes
see.
are up to it, shall we?
Sacred power. Very well.
Stories World and Wild are on their own separate timelines, at least as far as I can tell.
To me.
World and Wild, I wouldn't say are different timelines, they're just different places.
Time periods.
Yeah. Stories, yeah, that's... Stories is not even timeline, I think timeline is not the correct word. I think with stories, we're probably in a different, like an AU kind of thing, an alternate, almost dimension of like, yeah, there's monster hunters, but also there's tamers. I think, but I'm not sure. It's not necessarily timeline. Timeline, I don't think is correct. But yeah, World and Wild, I don't think are in different times, they're just in different places.
On and on. Okay.
No letting up now, alright?
But again, all of this is speculation, because Capcom would never believe in saying anything explicitly ever.
Be healed.
Keep it coming. Wait for it.
I'd love to read through some of the concept art books and read some of the notes that are in there.
Like that, did you?
Does that feel better?
I owe you one.
Come and get it. Better cover up.
Allow me. Here I go. Let's see how
Oh, she's out of MP.
Trump cards.
Yeah. This is the stage of the fight we're at.
Aye, this should do it.
Let me, Adam. This'll do it.
to arms. This should do it.
Waiting for us to get a Legend of Zelda style timeline for Monster Hunter and break everybody's brain for a year or two. Yeah.
Misjudged that
That was, I think that literally made people sort of go, what do you mean? When they were like, here's the official Zelda timeline, and it has a fucking branch in it. And you're like, wait, the timeline splits into 3 based on whether people are successful in Ocarina of Time, I think is what it is. Ocarina of Time causes the split, and the 3 branches are Link succeeds and goes back in time to being a child. Link succeeds and stays in the future as an adult, and Link fails are the 3 branches of the Legend of Zelda timeline.
Me, Adam. Come on.
Want to see what I can really do?
Right down my
All right then.
It's a fascinating concept.
I do like the idea that it's like, well, what does happen if the hero fails? And it's like, well, you know that game that you played? That's what happens.
That's what happens. This is where the bad things are. It's very funny to see that. I can get the book out and actually check. I'm going to do that because it's been a while since I.
Time to play my trump cards. Right,
I actually own this book. There's a couple more of these now. This one is specifically on like the history and is a bit more generic, whereas there's a couple more now that, funny enough, have red and blue covers that are like on more specific topics. And I know this because Kay has them on his shelf. There's the timeline page. There's the contents.
Holy Spirit, you are about to witness my true power.
68, is it? Chronology.
Oh, it's a sword!
Let the light
Yeah, there's the Legend of Zelda timeline.
may the
So yeah, so
guide us.
creation of land and sky, Skyward Sword, Sacred Realm is sealed, establishment of Hyrule Kingdom. Then it's Minish Cap and the Four Swords, Hyrulean Civil War apparently happens, Ocarina of Time, and then we've got Hero is defeated, and then we've got Heroes triumphant, Child era, and Adult era. So Hero is triumphant and Link stays as a child, goes into Majora's Mask, which makes sense because that follows directly on. And then it's Twilight Princess, and then it's Four Sword Adventures. Hero is triumphant and stays an adult. Ganondorf is sealed. It says, the hero of winds and a new world, and then it has a link to a page number. And then it says, Ganondorf is resurrected, Hyrule is sealed and then flooded, Wind Waker happens. Then it's Phantom Hourglass, and then Spirit Tracks. So all of sort of like the cartoon almost. And then the hero is defeated is where a lot of the old Zeldas are. So hero is defeated, then goes to Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, Link's Awakening, The Legend of Zelda 1, and The Adventure of Link. So the Dark Timeline is all of the early games.
Probably says that when they originally made the concept for it, they wanted the world to be a little bit darker than they probably could have done with sprites.
Yeah.
time to play my trump cards. Right,
And then here's like a more in-depth look at the timeline
Holy Spirit,
with actual like summaries of what happens in the game.
want to see what I can really do? Nothing to do with it, pal.
And then Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild didn't exist when this book came out, just is at the end. Which was interesting of like the two most recent games at the time, which was Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, were at the start, and at the very end of the timeline, everything was in between. You finish the game, but instead of fighting the big bad, it starts a branched timeline. Instead of fighting them, you join them. God, imagine a branched timeline for Blood and Sand where we didn't win.
I've thought of this thing many times. I've thought of many occasions where if like a party member had died, you know, and what happens. Just in a campaign I've really had to think about.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, you know, cut me some slack.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, because me and Das are those kind of people, when we have those ideas, we sit and we write them. And we write fanfic about it. Of what would happen if this happened? Type, 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 type. Switch X is the most weird one. It's like the devs saw the "Are you into trains?" meme and Ben went full bore. Yeah. Spirit Tracks I have not played. I did not have Spirit Tracks, but weirdly enough, Curls has. Because the only Zelda game she's played, and it's like it's very bizarre because it's obviously quite different from a lot of the Zelda games.
Want to see what I can really do? Fail you!
Hear me out, Branch Timeline, when Shimmer was mind controlled and he actually killed Tell. Oh my god. God, imagine. Jesus, yeah, that fight. Uh-oh, the sorcerer has been mind-controlled. Fuck, that's not good. Hey!
Look at all that wasted JP. You know. Why bother giving us that? No one's going to benefit from that. It's so dumb.
Oh, that's a really good...
The wrong domain. So
I don't know how you pronounce it, but guess where I've seen that?
Was it in the Bible?
No, it's in Final Fantasy XIV. It's the name of one of the dragoons.
A legendary spear used by a mighty king of myth to strike down traitors.
Oh, I mean, I'll Google it to learn out what it is, because I wonder if this is going to be like another sort of like gay bulk thing. R-G-A-R-H.
It's crap. Oh wait, hang on, is it not? Is it because I'm trying to equip a secondary spear and I'm overloaded and that's why?
Could be.
Rongomiant!
Maybe? Yeah, Rongomiant.
Either way.
Oh! It's King Arthur's.
Who is it? I didn't realise he had a spear.
Yeah. I guess everybody forgets that because he had Excalibur.
Very well.
It's King Arthur's spear, apparently.
Let's change everybody back to different jobs now then.
So the two spears that FF likes belong to Cuchulainn, which is the Gaybolg, and Rigomiant, or however you pronounce it, which belongs to King Arthur, apparently.
So they quite like their British folklore then. Interesting.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
To arms.
I feel like that would start Ali on a villain arc if Delmara died. Quite cool.
It would definitely change his perspective on how to treat people.
Want to see what I can really do?
I'm messing up all my buttons now, but it doesn't matter because these are all very easy enemies. Because I mean, Alistair nearly left the party back when the dragon skull got broken.
Oh yeah, after all that.
He was genuinely at the point of like, why am I still here?
Why am I with you guys?
Yeah.
Time to play my trump cards.
I'm just gonna put the other books on.
I'm amazing.
Yeah, the maxed out white mage on Elvis now. God, it comes to the thing where I'm actually enjoying this part more than I did that grindy fight because it was just too much.
Jesus, yeah. See, I was originally I was like, oh, let's do more bosses because we found a good thing for it, but Jesus Christ, just do more story for a bit.
Yeah. Like, I'm okay with having a challenge, but to me a challenge is like, there's a way to win this fight, or there's a way you've got to like set everybody's buffs and the way you play it and stuff, but then it will still be finished in a few rounds.
Yeah, you're not a fan of the way you win is you bash your head against it for several hours, which is why you like Monster Hunter, but you don't like Dark Souls.
Yes, I think
Yeah, you're not a fan of the way that you win is you just try again for the next 3 hours and eventually you win.
Yeah.
Because at least in Monster Hunter, a lot of the cases, except for like the really shitty Archtempers at the very end, it's like, oh, I died. I know why I died. Is I died because I didn't time my dodge correctly, or you know.
I didn't enjoy the end of World.
Yeah.
Because every fight that I went into, it was like I could do this on my own, and I've got more chance of winning because, you know, I don't have to worry about other people dying, so it's just myself. But I'm going to be the full focus of the fight, and it's going to be very grindy, very boring. I'm like, I don't know if I can be asked to do this fight, and it would be like I would turn the game on, do a fight, and then I'd be like, right, that's enough Monster Hunter for today.
Yeah.
Which is not what you want to.
It's just
That's
the-
not how
yeah.
you want to play.
No,
you
it's
want to
just
be
about
able
the-
to be like, oh, I'm going to go into the next hunt, and then I'm going to get some new items.
It's just,
and
it was
I'm gonna
just
do the next
it's just power creep and power creep and power creep of like, you know, each monster has to be stronger and stronger and stronger,
Yeah.
and eventually you reach the event horizon of like, cool, you've made a monster so strong we can't win. We've been playing this game for 6 hours and I've made no headway. I'm just gonna close the game.
Yeah.
Bye. Which is, you know, why we can't get on with like Souls-like games. There's a decent amount of money.
There was fuck all on this. You found 10 grand in a small JP orb.
That was
in
a
the
yeah,
whole
that was
thing.
a bad one. Yikes.
Thanks for nothing.
Speaking of which, I went and ground out the arm set for Odin. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to talk to you about it. AU Alistair does leave the party. I mean, all you have to do is message him if you want to talk about it.
I suppose it was never one that I really fully explored because it's like the whole point of Blood and Sand was the story of what Das had got planned. So it's like, well, if Alistair leaves, then he's just not part of the story. You know,
Yeah.
that was like, obviously he would go and do stuff, but the reason
Yeah.
why I never gave it as much thought is because it's always like, well, what's the story of Blood and Sand happened? So how
Yeah.
does that continue?
Yeah, well, because Blood and Sand reached its end. That's the one thing of like, it's sad when things end, but when things do end, that's when you can start to get into the funny stuff of like, you know, well, what would happen if this happened? Of like, we know how Blood and Sand ends, so what would happen if Alistair did leave the party? And it's like, well, you know Alistair the character, so what would happen?
I suppose it's one of them of like, would his abilities and whatnot sort of prevent him from having an easy life wherever he went? So he would just have to basically go renegade. Of like, the end of the world would find him regardless.
Alistair does leave the party, only to have the one person who hasn't done him wrong be his friend, Grumble. He doesn't attempt to leave the party and influences Alistair more and more. So it would depend on the time. It depends. Like, it would depend on the timing of when he leaves. Of like, if he left before the big reveal, he wouldn't know that.
Yeah, that's
wouldn't
what I
know.
mean. Like, I can't remember when that happened now because of how long ago it
Yeah,
was. When
that's
did we
the
get
problem.
jumped?
We get jumped.
That's what I can't remember because of
Do you?
how.
Do you remember when, like, a lot of your Ranger reworks happened? Because
That's even
yeah,
less known.
because I remember because obviously one of the important things that happened in that fight was Solitude taking that hit, and so that was when you had the Ranger rework of you had Solitude.
Yeah,
And
which I would like to say is not canon.
No,
No, I wouldn't say that was actually a canon. Like, it was cool because they were working things out, but I never pictured right from the start Alistair having any kind of companion. He wasn't. That was when Wizards of the Coast were like, Rangers are Beastmasters, and it's like, they're not. There's a way that
Beastmaster
you
is
can
a
play.
subclass.
It's a subclass. Stop trying to make everybody a Beastmaster. Oh shit! This is
It's-
a thing.
it's a big one.
Here it comes. Let's go, guys.
Uh-oh.
If I kill
Oh,
this in one hit-
that didn't do the boss
No.
monster thing. Bye, Adele.
Time to play my trump cards.
Allow me.
Watch this. Spook wins by doing nothing. Oh, I thought she was actually going to.
That was a good chunk.
That's
Though.
a
That was a
decent
good
amount.
chunk.
Let me see.
Literally did stuff you were leaving. You were about to leave.
Was that when I was about to leave?
So basically, instead of the fight happening, it probably would have been just he lets you leave, and
But
then
join his crew.
and then literally as you're like on your way to leave the town, you get interrupted of like, whoa, where you going? I've got an opportunity for you.
That would be quite interesting because part of the thing later on was Alistair being hunted by that demon. So then it would be Alistair hunting the Blood and Sand party.
Yeah.
That would be quite annoying
Yeah,
as
so
an
that's
adversary.
that's villain
because of
art.
how
That's
single
villain,
target I
yeah.
could be.
As Core said, it's like that's villain art for you.
Yeah.
Phew. That thing was a handful.
It really wasn't.
Ooh! A dagger.
Knife!
Huh? A knife.
A knife.
A knife.
Anyway, guess we better go tell Annie how the sandworm's taken care of.
Old Kniffy. Abtanade.
There's two other books that apparently can go with this now, which is just an encyclopedia and then art and artifacts. And I don't know how those two vary from the Hyrule Historia, because the Hyrule Historia has a section on the timeline and then the rest of it is concept art. So I'm like, well, what is art and artifacts if this is not what falls
Arms.
under that? Because there's a bunch of concept art. Concept art for the light spirits from Twilight Princess.
The ancient era.
Want to see what I can really do?
Oh, and the
Oh shit! I forgot to change
the
job.
creepy God, that would have been horrifying if they'd gone with that design.
Damn.
And instead they went for the one with the mask. Jesus, that's terrifying. That's way too many teeth.
Another Vanguard.
Oh look, the one person that could one-shot Grunt for me. Yep.
But again, at that point in the timeline, did I have that bow?
Did you have...
Because that's when we'd gone to the forest, which I now can't remember. So
Das thinks yes.
we did. Oh, I did. Okay,
Das
well then,
thinks yes.
then yeah, that does make me threatening.
Yeah.
Because that was the main thing I need. I needed that bow to be viable.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, I was very utility, not so much in combat. Because they could never really sort of nail down what they wanted the ranger to be.
Yeah, that was the problem.
I think their idea of like, well, because we're going to give you like a favoured enemy and a favoured terrain, that you'll fit into a kind of wandering the landscape kind of D&D game, and it's like, yeah, okay, but that'd be like if you built the rogue to be a dungeon crawler, and it's like, it's not. You know, if it was things like, you know, oh, when you get to level 7, you get the ability to search for traps for free, you'd be like, okay, well, that's a very specific type of D&D.
Yeah.
That we're not playing.
Yeah,
so it
especially when it's like, oh, you know, you're an explorer and stuff, and it's like, okay, but I'm only good in one particular biome. So if I'm doing a campaign that is about us exploring, we're going to be in different biomes.
Thank you. They seem a lot calmer already.
How
By the
they
way,
didn't be there.
I found this.
That's Bernard's. But how...
They fed him to a sandworm. Damn.
Brutal.
He
Did you notice they changed
I
the
mean, when he rescued me...
PCG UI? Please try again.
Pokemon trading card game?
Yeah, is that meant to be
UI?
Is that meant to be TCG, not PCG?
Why is she... Oh, is this when she got her...
Oh, this is when this is when he found her.
That I have patched you up a little. And I... You do remember what happened, I assume.
There was... There was a sandworm.
Pokemon community game?
Oh,
attacked
no,
me.
I have not.
Yes, that's about the size of it. You can thank me for heroically jumping in to save your life, if you like. What were you doing here anyway, foolish child? Trying to get yourself killed?
I was... hunting. I wanted to find food for my friends.
For your friends, you say?
Yes. Why?
None of your business, girl.
Okay.
Hungry, are you? Here. Eat this.
It's a pear.
That's a big pair.
I can't eat while my friends are hungry.
Oh, please, spare me the pious nonsense. Just eat, will you? It's not as if you going hungry will help fill anyone else's belly, is it? And you can hardly go hunting on an empty stomach. In fact, I bet that's what happened with the sandworm, isn't it? You saw the damn thing coming, but didn't have the strength to run away.
Yeah, fuck you,
Let's
Cole.
do more eating, girl. We can talk more once you've had your fill.
We're not going to animate this.
I mean, that's more animation than most of the games had, to be fair.
Better be. Only the best for old Bernard. Fine food soothes the spirit as well.
Is this
as
the
appetite.
Crumble Damar origin? It's weirdly not far off.
You can
That
worry
has been
about
written.
your friends
How the
later.
two of them met has been written.
Okay.
Oh, really? That's the best grub money can buy, you're getting your tears all over. There. All done. Seconds.
He carries around a bushel.
Man likes his food.
Likes his fruit.
I'm here to make you an
I
offer.
came to work for him after that. He wasn't happy when he found out my friends were monsters.
I can imagine.
Sometimes he said he regretted rescuing me, but I don't think he meant it. He told me something once. He'd been out enjoying himself. He said that when he was young, his best friend went off one day and never came back. He was sick at the time. He thought his friend had got bored of him, but that's not what happened. He'd gone to steal food, but he was caught and killed. Then Bernard said, he'd told his friend that a good meal would cure him. That's why he went to get food. Bernard felt like it was his fault, and he saved me because he couldn't save his friend. That's why...
It's okay, anyhow.
Can I keep this knife, please?
No.
Bernard would have liked it.
Thanks. Hi.
Can I keep this knife, please?
Not where I expected the conversation to go. Okay. Felt like even without the jobstone, she should have kept the Beastmaster clothes. I feel like she should have been given, like, some alternate clothes.
Ooh, party chat!
I understand, like, immediately after taking the jobstone if people don't have the same clothes, but I feel like once she's sort of, like, gone back home and been established, she should be given, like, at least some normal clothes. It's hard to tell with some people, huh, whether they're good or bad. What's this all of a sudden? It's just that whole story Annihal told us about Bernard. It got me thinking. May have done a good deed once upon a time, but that does not change the fact he sought to harness the crystal's power for his own ends. Yeah, and I can see how what happened to him made him obsessed with money. That obsession wound up getting people killed. Not least among them King Orion. But you're right, it's tricky to say whether someone's really good or bad. People aren't that simple. Bernard did right by Annihal, but his greed also led him to do bad things. There's two sides to all of us, even him. All we can do is work hard and try to be the best version of our own selves that we can be. You're being very wise today. Ah, that's not one of mine. That was Lady Emma the Classic, word for word. Should have known. Something about the whole banana thing made me think of it, so I thought I'd try it on for size. Admiration for your mentor grows by the day, Elvis. I sometimes forget you studied under someone so famous. Don't blame you, I sometimes forget he studied it all! Get wrecked. Whee! Now what?
We're going to go and hand in the other green quest.
What quest?
Or go and do the quest. I forget if we actually done the quest.
Check on the travel log.
Can't see the
It's the top.
can't see the finger. One swanky shell. No, it's out here in Savalon somewhere.
For a rock tortoise.
Tortoise.
A tortoise.
Aurora.
Hero.
Oh, it's over here.
In the mountains.
In the mountains.
In the mountains. You. In the mountains.
We'll not even break a sweat for this one.
Be ready for this!
That'll do nicely.
Let us
That'll do
continue on
nicely.
our way.
Oh, I need to put all the job up stuff on while we're grinding. Unless we want to say bollocks to it and we'll do a bit of story after this.
Maybe, yeah. I did sort of think after we'd finished that last tree boss that maybe we should go do story, but then you would have quit everything again.
Complacent.
I'm amazing.
No, we'll go and do story after this. We'll just... Oh. Wait, was I supposed to go this way? Oh, this is a
Apparently
dungeon. Where the fuck is this Grin? Dragoon
Get-
speciality. Momentum.
Keep up
Oh,
the
no,
momentum.
Oh, it's the
It's
bridge.
over by the bridge. I was over on the bridge.
Fucking troll.
It was under the bridge.
Will be when I've finished. Get around there! I want to get round! Just gotta follow this round. Oops. Ran into a thing.
Very well. We must not grow complacent. Your tale ends
Time to play my trump
It's a piece of cake.
You're right.
Yeah, I was just looking at a video. Okay.
Oh, we gotta go across the...
Shall I turn this up so that chat can hear it? It says, ranking D&D classes based on how much they derail my campaign.
I mean, you might as well just link it to everybody because you got everybody on socials anyway. And watch it in their leisure.
to arms. Your tale ends. We must not grow
Want to see what I can really do? do nicely.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, he's a big tortoise.
Want to see what I can really do?
Very well.
How much health have these things fucking got?
I mean,
Am
they
actually
are.
gonna have to try?
And so they are tortoises. They are tonky.
Maelstrom of magic assail you!
I'm up, huh? Check this out.
There we go.
I'm getting kind of used to fighting now.
What do we think the top three are? Right, ranking classes based on how much they derail my campaign, considering that we currently already have had Paladin, Druid, and Barbarian. I'm guessing that it's going to be like Bard,
Bard,
Rogue,
Rogue.
and I'm wondering if Warlock is going to be in there. Warlock is number 3! Do you think Rogue or Bard is at the top? Surely Bard is at the top, right? Yeah.
What?
Yep, Core thinks Bard.
Want to see what I can really do?
Very well. Your tail ends
see that?
here.
I'm amazing.
I can't see a thing.
We've
Oh, Bard is second.
Very well.
Do we think Rogue is first?
Another foe
was a piece of cake.
Bard is second, apparently.
Eh? How did this happen?
Another foe. Your tail
see
ends
that?
here.
I'm amazing.
Rogue. Yeah. Yeah. Rogues.
And this dude.
Hello, DM. I would like to smex the bid bag. No, I do not care what it is. I want to smex it.
You, tiny person. You've made turtle soup. Well done.
Turtle soup. Soup. Soup.
Have a quick rest.
I think getting to have Crumble with Alistair, and very much so he gets to see the massive Crumble, which is only slightly not his true self. A self-made man with people who are competent around him, and then manipulating a story of half-truths to make Dolmara seem like this incredibly unreliable and reckless person, never explaining that she was, and Crumble, traumatized through to compliance. Yeah. They always very conveniently leave out that information. They're like, well, why is she like this? Don't need to know that bit.
Found her like this.
She found her like this. she was like it when I got here.
Very well. Another foe. Nice.
Come and get it! Better luck next time.
That is your phone. Ignore. Ignored.
Taking to fighting like a duck to water.
There we go. I don't think we're going to get another level before I get to the town. I'm probably just going to avoid these fights because I'm not spec'd for rinsing through the grind.
Yeah.
So let's go and do some story and we'll get something that's a bit more
You
positive
might.
to
I mean, you
finish.
might want to do a little bit of specking because I don't know if we're going to have a fight or not. Because the dragon, they literally told us like, oh, you should go talk to these people, and then that interaction happens. So we might end up fighting a couple of them.
Oh yeah, I'm going to respec us before we go in, but let's get to the door first.
This is our emo child, and we love her. Thank
Right.
you.
Jobs! Vanguard. Black Mage. Black Mage. Rune.
Very comforting to know that no matter how battered and broken you are, you can still be worthy of love. Stop trying to give her a bow! It's literally B rank! What?
Almost.
Ugh.
Oh, actually, we want these on him. Chance to be targeted maximum. We need to increase her carrying capacity somehow. Do we have anything that actually does that?
And so I don't think we can increase carrying capacity. That's just sort of how you have to spec. Of like, you know, if your stuff's too heavy, you have to take that into account. I think carry capacity is maybe determined by class, and that heavily armored classes can have higher capacity. That's how the game balances it, of like, you know, stopping having all every single character have full plate. D&D tonight.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you did that, because we were about to go into a town which has a tavern.
I don't know if this fight's going to happen like as we walk in.
I mean, it won't. We've already been.
I don't know.
We've already been in. We have to go up to the.
Oh, these.
We have to go talk to people.
That's fine. Buy some tents.
Yeah,
later.
we got loads of money because of all the grinding.
Get out of my way. You.
If it wasn't for Helio, Ramdor would be an awful place to live. There'd be fairies causing mischief left and right. Might have taken Helio to point it out, but I know a fairy when I see his one-winged nuisances.
Y'all dumb.
I don't know if you do. I don't know nothing. I know nothing. Nothing, I tells ya. Leave me alone. Clear off.
Bagger off.
Bugger off.
How could they suspect Margaret of all people?
You know Margaret, huh? What can you tell us about her?
Well, she's Father Regian's girl. That's why I'm starting to think all this is somehow politically motivated.
Her father's a priest?
I know, and a proper high up one too. One of the favourites to get the very top job one day, so they say.
Ooh, bit of goss. Bit of hot goss.
A priest, eh? You'll probably know a thing or two about this whole judgment business as well, then.
I'm not so sure it's a good time, but yeah, we should probably go and see what he has to say.
Who builds a town like this?
I know.
Oh, hello. You live in a very nice house.
He's a priest, after all.
Oh my god, that facial hair.
Is this Father
Jesus.
Radiant's house?
I am he.
I am he!
I am he.
I'm, that is, we're... Look, this is going to be hard to believe, but the Lord of Dragons has asked us to help stop anybody else being made to jump to their death.
What madness is this, boy?
Show him the
Lord
dragon.
Dragon speaks to the Archbishop and no other. What you say is not hard to believe. It is impossible. Plain and simple. But given Margaret's predicament, perhaps it is time I gave the impossible a chance. Please tell me more.
I explained to Priest Iridian.
No. It is simply too much to believe. I'm sorry. Still, I doubt there can be any harm in my gathering some resources relating to the judgments for you.
I'll have to check that out after stream.
I shall
Might have
need
had
a little time.
Wow.
another game key
Thank you.
emailed.
Ooh!
To the inn.
But obviously just say, you know,
I'll
it
meet
would
you
be
there.
grateful if you would consider making a video or post or something, so if I do use that, maybe I'll do an extra stream this week.
We need to go and meet him at the inn. Secretses. And to get our freaking steps in by the looks of it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh! Oh, it's
There
you.
she is.
You lot still here?
With a favourite
Great,
tit.
Gladys.
Leave. Now.
No.
Nah.
That
Mate,
is,
mate.
unless you want me to cut
It's
you
free
down
country.
for being shameless fairy sympathizers.
Do you really believe Margaret's a fairy?
With all the evidence against her, how could I not? She's a fairy. Which makes her one of the ones who killed my parents. When they come sneaking into our village, they have to be rooted out and captured and, if necessary, killed. Same goes for you.
A giant woman. Oh wait, ooh, she's racist to fairies. Yes.
You're dead.
That'll do, Gladys.
Remember, this is Ishgard again, so we've got to have a
Ah,
little bit of
why are you here?
racism.
Sisters in arms, are we? Good. Then maybe.
I thought you said you couldn't leave. That was the whole point.
Wait, is he dead?
Uh-oh.
I won't be in town for long. The Archbishop sent me an urgent summons, but I'll be getting back to the grotto soon.
Suspicious!
These are
She's
friends
gonna
of
get
mine,
murdered,
by the
isn't
way,
she?
Gladys, and you won't be killing any of them.
Yes, Sister Martha.
When do Elvis and her get together? They were flirting.
This time. But
They
I'll be
were
watching you,
flirting.
And the second you give me an excuse, you're mine.
She's gonna get murdered, isn't she?
Oh, but I liked Martha.
You liked her tits.
Poor
Oh, she
girl
had other
didn't used to
nice
be like
bits.
that.
She's got a nice face.
Her parents were friends
You need
with
something
my
to look
dad.
at.
He was the guardian before me. We were like family.
Family.
I hate to ask, Martha, but does your being called here out of the blue not seem a little suspicious?
Yeah.
Thought had crossed my mind, but I can't very well ignore a direct order.
Right after
I'm
she
not
gave
even
us the
the
Dragoon
Archbishop
Stone as
who
well,
call the
so she
guardian
can't
away
defend
from the
herself.
grotto for too long. I don't think we've got too much to worry about. Right, see you all in a bit.
Bye!
She's gonna be dead.
Yeah.
Must hurry. The judgments will be starting any minute.
Another one.
Another one? Hey, who are they putting on trial?
Martha.
It's gonna be Martha, isn't it?
It's Margaret.
Oh, it is Margaret, right?
Anyway, bells ringing. They'll be about to start. Damn it. Got to run. I don't want to miss the beginning.
Are we on a timer to get there now then?
I mean, it's up that
Come on,
staircase.
hurry.
I like how you went the wrong way.
No, because I think we've got to go up here. Like, around. We were going to go and try and stop it, not watch it. That's what I mean, we got to go.
I mean, the music is
it
implying of
this
like, you
one?
should go faster. Nope, wrong one.
No, it's not. Oh, for fuck's... Who built this place?
To his credit, boy's got some legs on him.
Boot the door off its hinges. Yep.
Yeah, there she is.
I don't care what you do to me, I'll keep saying it. The judgments are wrong. They have to stop.
Someone's using them as an excuse to get rid of people they don't like. Do you really think that's what the Lord of Dragons wants?
Fairies seek out the weakness in human hearts and prey upon it. To oppose the rooting out of this wicked influence signifies only one thing. Margaret, daughter of Rydian, for the high crime of being an agent of fairy kind, you must face the unblinking scrutiny of the Master.
We're going to have to move pretty fast.
Yeah, so they're gonna actually shove her. The last person, like, willingly did it, but she's just, they're gonna have to.
No obvious sign of wings.
You take your hands off my daughter!
Oh.
Father
Uh-oh.
Rydian, you dare to interrupt the Lord's work?
You said it yourself! No wings! She's innocent, curse you!
Hardly conclusive proof. Concealing such a thing would be well within the means of such duplicitous beings. Brothers and sisters, fairies often employ small creatures such as cats and rats as familiars. Have any of you seen evidence of such a thing?
I saw her smiling at a bird once.
That's not evidence!
You heathen!
There's loads of times.
Well, of course you have. I feed the poor little things a few scraps now and then.
There is only one way to absolve yourself of these suspicions, child. Submit yourself to the mercy of the Lord. Give yourself unto the jaws of judgment. It is the only way. If the Lord of Dragons deems you to be a true believer...
This moment we're running across the bridge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is happening while we're running.
Indeed, the fairy we suspect you to be. You may spread your wings and fly.
Lord of Dragons, watch over you! Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
This can't be happening.
It's a cult.
Yeah.
That's a cult.
She's not gonna do it. Come on.
They're gonna push her.
Are we actually going to make it in time?
Out of my way. That's my daughter. You can't let them do this. Lord of Dragons, watch over us all. Lord of Dragons, watch over us all. Go forth, child. Give yourself up unto judgment.
But it was too late.
He's gonna fall.
Margaret!
And there we are.
Ah.
Of course.
And then we killed everyone here.
Time for Death Knight.
He's still out wandering the streets, eh? Makes sense, I suppose.
I'll go look for him. Father Idion left town, on his own. Someone said he maybe went to the cave under the Jaws of Judgment.
Down to where Margaret fell.
It stretches out for quite a way under the city, apparently. And it's
Oh,
no
that's going to
place
be the
for
other
a
cave
priest on
where
his
the
own.
game literally wouldn't let us
We must
advance.
go on.
Right.
That's why it wouldn't let us go there. They were like, no, there's story here, and you're not allowed to see it yet.
That's what I was.
Jaws of Judgment is what they call the pit below the place they make people jump from. I dread to think what we'll find down there.
Oh god, yeah.
A pile of dead bodies, probably. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay.
That's grim. And we've already seen a pile of dead bodies in this game once before, so now we know that it is something they're not afraid to do.
I thought they were flowers. Here we go. Out into the wilderness.
Cool, let's go see what's in the awfulness. Maybe you can show the map if you're not sure, but it's just round the corner.
Into the cave of heck. Hello. Housekeeping. Are we alright to go this way now?
Yeah, it physically wouldn't let you last time.
Jump! Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell! Okay.
There's a thing down there.
There is a thing. Oh, that's a dungeon save point. Woof!
Throw him off the cliff.
We have the upper hand.
We know what this is. Ooh!
White Fang!
Bang.
Read that book. Go figure.
A little magical assistance.
To play my trump cards.
A white wolf with purple accents. I know another wolf who has that. Mental note that I need to update Tala's image.
I know a white wolf with Australian accents.
I'm up, huh?
Suddenly the start of Netflix's Castlevania once again makes a lot of sense and is very valid. You do D&D campaign, that's where every single person there that's pushed her chose to die there. Let's kill it for a new set of pants.
I don't actually need to fight any of these things. 'Cause
Definitely
they're
don't
not
need the
gonna give us-
XP. It's just for the purposes of getting the bestiary
Oh,
filled in,
oh.
essentially.
What?
Identifying them.
No,
I mean, what?
where do we go?
You,
I'm just-
you went past. Can you not see where the marker is? You went straight past the door.
I can't see this side of the screen because of your phone. That. Right.
The marker's right there. And so you want to interact with some of the creatures so that we can get them filled in the logs.
No, I'll do that when we're grinding.
Alright.
Because we'll have to grind on the way when we've done the story. Jaws of Judgment! Ah,
Jaws of Judgment, eh? So this must be pretty holy ground for the rhyme dollars. That it is, we're right below the place where the judgments are held. And we should prepare for the worst. The stink of death is worse than ever. Unbearable it is. So when we get in there, what you reckon we're gonna find? Yeah, I think we are. It's so sad some of them must have thrown themselves off the edge out of nothing more than desperation for their names to be cleared. And from that height, even a miracle might not have saved them. You know, this place got its name because it looks like a great big dragon's mouth. Just waiting to swallow up anyone who jumps in. I'm not that much bothered with what overblown name they gave it or why. Still, the resemblance to a set of jaws is undeniable. The icicles around the edge even look like teeth. And it's jam-rammed with monsters too. It's hard enough to walk here, let alone jump. Nonetheless, we must forge ahead. Come on, everyone. Oh, we're gonna, like, meet some sort of revenant or something that's, like, made of an amalgamation of all the upset souls or something, isn't it? With all these spirits floating around.
Spirits. Have I got something on this guy that hits everybody?
I don't think you do, so just use the identifier.
Ah!
Time to play my trump
What?
cards.
What do you mean, what?
What was Battle Thirst?
They were countering.
How's that? Dickheads.
Racing like a duck to water.
Oh,
Ice mechanics.
mechanics! No! Woo.
Funny.
Ramu. Everyone's going to be sitting there having a nice party, right? Ugh. That is not the way to go, apparently. Because the yellow marker is elsewhere. Ooh, but there is a chest here. And a room that looks like it should have something more important in it.
Monsters. What are you?
More spirits.
Time to play my trump cards. Burn!
What's the plan? Alright,
Taken to fighting like a duck to water.
Like a duck to water.
Ninja
Ninja
Garb.
garb. Ooh. That could be good. Sparkling just there.
Speed, evasion, chance of being targeted.
All loads of bonuses. No, not as good.
Heavier than the Valkyrie coat that she's wearing.
Interesting.
Than the plate mail she's wearing. Okay, well, let's give it to Florian, I suppose.
I guess.
Right. Next.
Spirits down here very depressing, not gonna lie. Yeah.
Bad vibes.
Vibes are rancid.
Dogs!
We'll not even break a sweat with this one.
Go on, him.
Him.
Who?
Oh no. Oh dear.
Dunked. Ah.
There's the save. And the shortcut back to the start.
Ooh,
Job
nice.
up. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've learned that you actually have to trigger those in order for them to count. Did Elmo show up again? No, he did not. I assume they found him and got him in. His name is actually Pumpkin. We slipping and sliding.
And then they fell off.
Straight into the enemies. Ooh, what is that? Zazel. And a Thor, apparently.
Time to play my trump cards.
Your Thor? Well, it hurts.
Get it. On to the next one. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Yep. Tokyo Drift deja vu. Yep, we slip slide in. We want to go down there. He's not very good on the corners. We love ice mechanics. A defender blade.
Ooh! Sharp. Ow. Hit the wall. Get away. Got a story.
A blue snake goat, apparently.
My God,
Oh,
there's...
this is a big room.
I'll go and fight this thing so you can have a look at it.
What is it?
It's tortoise.
Come and get it!
It's,
Frost tortoise.
Want to see what I can really do? Primordial forces!
not weak to fire. It did a lot of damage, but it wasn't weak to it.
That was a piece of cake.
Oh, booster bun.
For a critical hit chance. This really is just a big cave. Probably going to be a great area to farm in. Like.
And so the idea, I think, is you go over the top route.
All the enemies are on the bottom.
Can you actually fall off the edge? You can actually fall off the edges.
Oh, wunderbar.
Oh no! So don't run. You need to not run over these ledges so that you don't slide off the side. So this room has the old gimmick of you're gonna slip and slide off the edges. Careful!
Oh god, there's actually a gap. Oh, and there's a oh, this is the worst.
Yep. That's why there's like 4 treasure chests at the end, because it's an actual reward to get to it.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
E.
We're gonna take this nice and slow then.
Yeah. So this bit you know just goes straight to the wall, but this bit going down. Stop and turn. There you go. What's the odds at least one is going to be a mimic? Oh, probably pretty high, I'd say. Almost certain. Is that a way out, or is that just the wall? Careful. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Oh, it's getting thinner. It's wig-waggling. It's waggle-jaggling. Careful. There you go. You don't slide off the middle. See?
Oh, Manatters.
See?
Manatters in my reward chest. Ooh!
It's a bird! A big wiki wiki!
That was no big deal. What's the plan?
Identify it before it runs away.
To play my trump cards.
So usually they give you loads of job points, so it's not necessarily useful here because all of these classes are maxed out. Off he goes.
To meet your maker. Be healed. You may feel a little scared.
Oh, 34 at 36 health left.
Oh,
What a bitch.
Should have braved.
Oh, well.
A carving knife.
Oh. Couldn't have bought that from a shop. Dark Deluge.
And Mage Shell.
That might be the actual, like, good shit. So the
Oh,
defender,
we got
a
Brionac.
broad blade that excels at parrying enemy
We got
blows.
Brionac as well. All of these are weapons from Final Fantasy XIV that
Effect
dragoons
when
get.
used jumped. What?
Ooh, a demonic spear that thirsts for blood. Do we think that that's the regen spear?
A talisman designed to be stuck to the skin that boosts the wearer's mastery of defensive magic. Interesting. Deals heavy dark damage to all enemies, and material used for other shit that I don't care about. Alright, we'll probably come back to that room to grind because that looks like a great room to grind in. Because everything's right next to each other. Let's go up to see what's up here. Another cave. God, there's loads of stuff in here. Oh god. Oh wait, no, this was the way we came in, beg your pardon. I got turned around. Beg your pardon.
This one's a bit more confusing. Where does the name Brionac come from, looking at the other spear? It's a common name in Japanese fantasy works, often associated with the Irish mystical lance that is associated with Lu. However, in the Irish myths, it is never called that. So I'm like, well, cool. Well, why are you saying that it's Lu's spear then? If in the myths, that's not what his spear is called. So it's just that they just came up with a cool name for it, basically.
This is teeming with monsters.
That's partly the point. A full-face helm, but it's a mage one.
No, it's just a symbol for a hat. It'll have the heavy symbol.
Oh, it's a heavy one. Dread immunity. It's just an improvement for him, apparently.
I like how you can equip stuff from there.
Yeah.
And this is it. Yeah, once I've swapped out jobs, training in here is going to be so easy. It can be like 7 or 8 monsters on screen at a time. I do need to nip to the loo. And this might be the last one that we fight.
Oh, there he is.
It's Father Rydian.
Greetings, friends. What brings you to this place?
We're looking for you.
We came to find you. It's too dangerous down here. You have to come back to town with us.
You came all this way for my sake? That is very kind of you, but... Can you give me a few moments longer? I wanted to offer up a prayer for poor Margaret, and all the others.
Huh? No!
Ugh.
I'm afraid so. Here lie the remains of all those who jumped.
Ugh.
So many. And not one of them was saved. They cannot all have been unbelievers. Which can only mean that the judgment is not the will of the Lord after all. You spoke true from the first. Forgive me for doubting you.
Grim.
Please. There's no need for that. About Margaret.
Sanji, go find a dictionary and look up the word tact.
Say nothing, young man. Your sympathy is writ plain upon your face. I thank you for it.
And here we all are.
Uh-oh.
It seems I was right to keep a close eye on you all.
Excellent, I can kill you without people watching. Oh, and you as well! Oh, it's Christmas!
Damn it!
To have set foot in this hallowed place adds yet another sacrilege to the list of your transgressions.
We're literally with a priest.
Don't you dare talk to us about sacrilege.
Don't you dare talk to the bishop like that.
I'm going to enjoy killing you
I'll talk
first.
to him how I want. Your precious bishop has been
No, healer first. Always healer first.
No, I'm going to kill her while the healer's alive to
Out of spite.
make her feel hubris.
See that for exactly what it is.
You...
Do not let their words sway you, Gladys. The despicable creatures are masters of deceit. These are full-blooded fairies. They deserve not a shred of mercy. Take your revenge, Gladys. Mete out the only punishment such beasts
Here we go.
I've been looking forward to this. I'm going to kick her in the face.
Yeah, it's both of them.
by fairy kind have caused
So we're going to get another 2 classes to level.
Yeah.
Make yourself deaf to their insinuations, Gladys, lest you too become an accomplice to their treachery.
Fear not, Lord Inquisitor. I will show them no mercy.
Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Dragoon! Dragoon!
This is what we do!
Dragoon, go brrrr!
And then bit by the dragon!
He got bit. Why does that not make them stop of like, oh wait, you have a dragon with you?
Right, who do you want me to identify first?
Probably Helio.
So he has 27,000 HP.
He's weak to spears. Lovely.
I would like to rage.
Gargoyle, just because, forgot to bring it up earlier, like Irish myth specific, you'd kick the spear from tip to toe at the opponent when it...
Ooh, he just did a blessing thing and it didn't do anything. He's cast regen on himself.
You look at Battle Info. Ilara's Blessing.
That's regen.
Okay.
Pound to a pinch of pig shit. That is
What do we
regen.
think? So he's like, we're gonna
Get bitten by a dragon! Get stabbed.
So we're gonna get a new healer class finally. Which we've
And
just...
what's Gladys? 38,000 HP. One step ahead. Yeah, see, you got regen on. I don't need that just yet. So.
You'd kick the spear from tip to toe at the opponent, and when it struck the enemy, thorns would rip through the enemy's veins, and yes, often come with great detail. If that spear was like beneath, it'd be monstrous. Yeah, that spear gets brought up like all the time. It's the, I mean, Gaebolg is the, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep saying that. It's the equivalent of this Excalibur for spears.
So, wind, earth.
You notice the only wings that we've seen on his shoulder. Ah, yes, I pointed out immediately that he has wings. Also, the interior of his cape has a feather pattern to it.
You are about to witness my true power. Lend us your power.
Buff the defense, dude. William doesn't like him.
Oh no, he shouldn't.
A little magical assistance.
Ooh! Have you noticed that his healing effects have little tiny fairies on them? Stop hitting Elvis! Holy fuck! Banishra.
Oh no!
Anyway.
Okay, as much as I would like to commit hubris on them, I think taking out Helio will just make it. Otherwise, the last fight is going to be the same as this fight, and it's just going to take a billion years.
I told you. Is that Buckley? It might be. I'll take out the healer first. Otherwise, it's going to be way too long.
She has a counter where if I try to do something, she's one step ahead. So she counters preemptively.
I mean, she doesn't look like a Dark Knight, but that's the Dark Knight stance from 14.
That'd be kind of cool,
So
actually.
she doesn't look like one, but that's the stance for it. And she's using a greatsword, which is also Dark Knight's thing. He's evidently some kind. He's another healer class of some kind.
Counter savvy on the defender. I block it, but I also don't. What? What horse shit is this? This is peak paladin play, is what that is. Is it annoying? Are you annoyed yet? Shall I annoy you further?
We're finally going to have a class that can do holy damage.
That'll be interesting. Oh, look at all the damage that Simba's taken.
Oh no! Anyway.
You'd be one step ahead.
I'm guessing one step ahead maybe is something to speed up your next turn or give you a BP point.
You are about to witness my true power.
I know, let's just be funny.
Goblin.
Throw a goblin
You're
at you.
right, that was funny.
Heroics. Let's do.
This'll do it. I won't let you down.
Chalcyon?
I
1300.
got him to half health. We're out of MP. She's got 3.
This will shut you up.
Woo!
You may feel a little sting.
Hello, I'm Adele, and I'm fucking dangerous.
Sure is.
Oh shit!
Oh, here we go, face change.
How could fairy filth like you do this to someone as wonderful as him? I'll crush you for this, I'll crush you all!
Time to play my
trump Yeah.
cards.
Oh, she actually just full on murked him. I thought he was just like in the weakened stage. Like, no, she was just like, you're dead.
Target acquired. Yeah, she's got 3 BP points. Here we go.
This is gonna hurt because can't buy Elvis.
Sorry, Elvis.
It's because I ran out of BP on everything. Heroics.
It's interesting that she targets the spellcaster first.
Yeah. Amateur move. It's like, oh no, Gloria. Sort that out, would you?
Ignore me at your peril, except Simba is gonna.
Whoa! 9999 damage?
We got an achievement for it!
Get murked, bitch!
We got an achievement for doing the most damage possible! She weak to earth? I assume so.
Yeah, she's weak to earth.
I was here
Fluid stance.
I was literally here going, ignore me at your peril, except Simba exists, and then Simba did that.
This is the way to do it.
Yeah, you guys have been the shittest fight we've had yet.
Considering the last boss fight, we were absolutely shitting ourselves. Perfection.
Sacred powers restore you.
Fluid left stop. Oh, she's not a Dark Knight, she's a Blade Singer. All of her stuff's to do with her blades. I believe in other Final Fantasies they've been like called elementalists or something, where they have weapon they do, or like gladiators.
Oh, Gladiator makes sense based on what she's wearing.
Gladiator from Tactics, you had Fire Sword, Thunder Sword, and Ice Sword, so I reckon it's a variant on the Gladiator.
Gladiator makes sense.
I also reckon this will hurt you. Wow, she got some counters. I mean, we still have Gloria, but nice counters. That's gonna be so annoying to be like, I've killed you. Get back up. Alright.
It sounded like Rain tinking its tin roof as shield to her sword, yeah.
We must press our advantage.
And we got the nice jazzy music from Elvis Special.
Time to burn a bitch.
She halves fire.
Let us strike again.
How many BP has she got?
Just gonna do this just to give everybody the super buffs.
Full potential. Let the light ease your pain.
Cheers. I owe you one.
I do not intend to lose.
Nom. Stop that! Stop it!
Stop it!
She has one. Actually, let's just go for Vent Fury. Alright, so you're...
She halves fire.
This will set you up to arms. Lend us your power.
Here, try this.
Thanks for all the MP back. I'll use it to heal all the damage you just did. Oh no! Anyway. Everyone back up. It's gotta be so infuriating.
Yeah. See, if this was reversed and the enemies were doing it, we would be like, you know, biting our teeth and just absolutely going feral of like, stop it! But when we do it, it's funny.
Because we spec'd into this. Oh look, you went to attack me back.
White mage. Not that strong. We're not that strong on a white mage. There we go.
Adele definitely is.
Dragoon!
That was so funny at the start of the combat, and then just... Hello! I'm in the fight now!
Clang, 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 clang. The sound of core forgot to sharp.
Why am I not doing damage? Oh!
Here we go, we get to... It's this one. Spirit Master.
Okay, so this is new.
Summon ethereal beings from beyond that can impart range and long-lasting effects. Healthbringer, summon a spirit that will restore all allies' HP 3 times at regular intervals.
Nice.
2 spirits can be summoned at once. Summoning a new spirit will cause an existing one to disappear. Banish, perform light magic on target.
Okay, so it's actually a variant on Summoner.
Yeah.
Kind of, but without like, here's Ifrit and here's Shiva, and it's like they summon a kind of a buff that kind of lasts. That's interesting. Do we get another one?
Yeah, definitely.
And we do get another one.
Definitely Gloria's next class. Although ironically they've given her this one. Swordmaster.
Okay, yeah, so.
Unrivaled experts with the way the blade, able to switch stances in an instant for extra damage or for a stinging counter blow.
Nice.
Solid stance. Adopt a stance from which the attack command is automatically performed twice every time it is selected. Fluid stance. Adopt a countering stance from which which the user will automatically hit back when attack is aimed at them. We finally have a counter class.
Get naked and join the bodies.
Interesting that they're dressed in black.
You're not getting past me.
She kept her sword. No one else. No, that doesn't normally happen.
Here in your capable hands.
This is where we tell her like,
this is
the truth.
Do you still not see it? He's been lying to you all along.
Shut up! You think I'll listen to you?
Is this when Willem's gonna be like, will you listen to me? I'm a dragon.
Come here.
Grabs.
Grabs you. Look how much taller she is!
Shut up and just look.
She literally did. She was like, right, come here.
No. But this means everything we did was...
Yeah, that's a pile of corpses.
Things have been growing worse here in Rheimdall ever since Helio's arrival. We began to make baseless accusations against one another, and to treat our most sacred and serious of ceremonies as an everyday occurrence. I thought nothing of it until my own daughter was accused, but I will struggle to forgive you even so. You, who hounded my beloved child to her death. If I were permitted, I would strike you down here and now.
Oof.
Oof.
But I have
Just
no right
boots
to
her in the
this.
back.
Mm.
I too played my part in the madness, and you, in your own way, are just as much a victim as myself. We are all children of Rheimdall, of the Lord of Dragons, and we must all look deep within ourselves if our homeland is to have a future.
What have I done?
Damn, I wanted to kill her.
I know, you really much did. We haven't killed any of the people we've beat.
No, that's true.
The judgments in more detail. Archbishop Dominic.
No, wait, we killed the painter. No, we didn't kill her. She technically
No.
died because the cave collapsed.
Yeah.
Though he is the highest among us, if he has sinned, those sins must be exposed. I will join you shortly.
I did actually kind of like the realistic of, right, I'm done arguing, come here, just physically grabs. Look! Use your eyes!
The bell.
Another one? Who's for it this time?
Another traitor.
Oh, shit.
I told you!
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. But,
Told
yeah,
you!
Martha's turn.
Well, it's 5 o'clock, so we do have to stop.
Oh, but it's right there. Alright, well, let's go inside.
Sorry guys. We have to stop there. We have to end on the, on
a cliffhanger.
Ooh. Ooh.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Ooh. I wonder because, I mean, this is me being optimistic. I wonder because it's Martha, will the dragon actually step in because she's like his, his like little companion? Will the dragon actually be like, right, you've pushed me to my limits?
We could always, in the meantime, I could level up the jobs, actually.
If you want to. Yeah, I gotta go sort out dinner.
There we go,
so that we have D&D in a bit.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, crack.
Yeah, might leave the game running. I might go and do some grinding.
Yeah, you can do. So I'm just going to be throwing pizza in the oven to be nice and quick. I forgot about that. God damn it, Core. You have an hour. Go have, I don't know, some food, a shower. Go touch grass for half an hour. I don't know. And we'll see you there. Right, we're gonna go sort out food. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys won't kill innocent people in your sessions. Sanji, what happened in your first session? What happened? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Stanji? What do you mean by that, Stanji? It's session 1. It's session 1. What do you mean? Okay. Cool. We're gonna process that. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, because I said I didn't really want to spend another day video editing, but the video still isn't done, so I may end up just doing it anyway, because it needs to get done. But I'll see you tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your day. Most of you I will be talking to within the next hour, so I will see you then. Bye!